check it.
Check it.
Me many abre me.
Koi.
And I'm your man me dey ba me. Say wo opa me fa ho invest no corner ko ginate do. Na we dan nyina bu ye na many 2 yem. Oba we debate o be fail because they wo ko sua ho nya ni me na me ka ho. Me kasa you do research about me. But your can obi anim. Kebi anya kiu. Eh journalism work mo ko amu nyina ye ba ko na mo ko sua. Nyansa me bwa.
But school difference room. School difference room.
Difference room. But yeah, ma ko mu nyina mo.
Bi mu ye journalist.
And be mu so ye dey.
Journalist. Journalist for no.
Okay. The person who banking. The same course now, but difference we be cashier. No, we are easy. Young one. Bush your book back up.
Okay.
So baby, our person do the fine. So be fast to be fast. Who any day? Money na mugready. And then now, oh, me a course we will invest. Me because na me na ha no. Me be na o yo. Me ye different course. Me na me tell auntie. Adi bomu no. Untimi hu ni for na ba mbe chechire mu. Se opeso hu all na di nke dey sargon of Akkad no sa o hene nya nkura hini o. Eya na ya me ya. Nyama ba twam no ye ka wasama ye tie ne wa. Ba di sisi fan say on say main night buy no say enne ya na esi a the whole Ghana be some 4 there 1 month no wo hu. Be 3 months 4 months ta o ka wasama na I o pass ta na nipa ye boy ya nka wi ase nkum. Si yemi saa nyema yi fi etrim bibia si na atwam na ya fa ne se normal nka o ma me do no wu ye sa brin ka obesu a be 1 year 2 years but acha o do ma mingu 1 week 2 weeks time no nti na esi esukura eja ye de ehem na free etrim saa na nipa ye boy ye nti se de free etrim ye ka kire wa o be fa ne normal time abrofo be ye nko mo chie na nam o mo de ko share saa efense ship ni mu bu ye ku ye no de on say on no mo de o mani hu ye na omuhu ye tisi Jamaicans no omu dwabrofo no ba ye no eya abakosem ti ehu ye betinti the difference between the oka abakosem akere no ene di ohu ye difference omo sum ti Jamaicans eni abrofo no one person beti broni din because ne na na ka kere ne say eye also eyewitness see na dey ye ba ye de ne ye ka kere ye no eye book mu ha ati kokwa na se ado no book mu hu ye but so sua de unsa de say na unsa ke say na de nete na de sua mu sua no tu sua so benya evidence men sua theories kaka but Ghanaians and Africans ye de sua only theories no evidence ana me wa nyanza
no crap
yes ana mko school aka say e kan wa ni yes ana mko sua
no crap
enye president bi o te America e fe no e fe ne say bo ba ko gina mundi na ba ko sem na ka bichirem na omunti
Lincoln
Abraham Lincoln na we say na hwan na me ba se uko school na akwa yibisa say tam be na Abraham Lincoln ye wo no wa hu a we wabon ye jimi maybe o ti asem no so tam ye wo no de me je na be ye me when you swetwe no school
books are etwam na theories
nani para ba kwasa me eva mo ben ye twa ba piu abenti wo hu Abraham Lincoln date your birth na owu ye na ma misu
ya ma 70 nti wa anya pass mark the based on we are
it's ya gini na a weak minded.
There is a young man who came from America. He didn't want to say or a Ghanaian onya green card. He was 32 years and on Nante call American Army or more officer or person or joining American Army. Or just work there. You know, guy be channels come. Where do you stay? And I say, I want to go home. I said, no, you don't go home and think about it. No, much no. By the bar also no. Man exam so on you within 1 week now you in the papers or training. He worked there. Now just say omo cry for so to join. And you want now be kwa sala ko train you near the babu team crab.
As you go American measure. Oh no, omo course omo ti. Yeah now sometimes e be o do call omo tim kwanchen. E chire ho. Go we na because I want to go to America. One hwe ya. Now I need to join us akoya ba akopɛ. But me no me bo. Hwe form. Won na me choro no. Hey, won hwe ya because people na me betwe sika anya so de chemi o. Me ko to kwan asa akoya ko ma wo kuro na koso. Me tim kwanchen. Nani pana ono what office no what you can not so. You because ya enkwa even unkura brem na ko school no I must start ya akwa ba unim be cho security be mekwa asem no so. Unim de ntia me be se me bisa question one more America no. Me pese o man bia ya akwa da. Me pese Spain so mu di friend saying fa ho di na e ya o mo ma achi ana.
Oh, there.
Madwe ho. Wuntie ni ye. Nti wo ya akwa ba you don't know indirectly. Eya America di oman bia ya akwa the Romans for 7 nations no. Omo be omo first century be pem be. Omo nya nkwada no. Omo aka nyina ye nkwada. Till now, what you found here by what the home match? Match what you say. Who pay Mr. Ghana pay for you say. Some match nana, you see. Now I see what you say. Who salute you there? Oh yeah, wow. Salute means a slave. And I'm on him. Aha, and sign your money now. You don't know by a year. Na says match I did. Na Ghana phone na gadeska. This match no. You will see do say me. I this match every year 50 say how many years ni 63 years right 63 years ni upa mo ye calculation about 63 years Ghana at 40 Ghana at 20 Ghana at 50 who si kani every 6 man who si ka betimi dia year even Ghana nyina amana yi eno duani bobo besia
Independence Day celebration.
Because on what jet is all you want to pay $1 million, $10 million, £10 million, billion pounds for even that only celebration or the amount. Now I'm marching who's here.
No, Abraham Akasim say, you the white, me, my English is no good. I beg you, when they come for load, don't give them. If our leaders come for load, please don't give them. Don't listen to me. They are not using the money for anything. No problem. Don't give them the money. That's it. They surrender this hour from them.
What do you say? No, we need to be more sane. But Opa me and Bobby say, yeah, the quiet coin, or bet you the thickness. And now, what do you mean? Can the thickness of road, you know, if you loan them.
Mara, a butter.
Someone no me say, they are bring MPs na MPs to make casa, Onyanko Becassa. I didn't feel sure. Mummy, we the madam man in free one so I must say me, Yabi. Let the man Monday into a Ghana. Oh, what idea? Pure cry, you do which milk. Open pure town. Tremeba. What could you pure?
Oh, I was so kind.
Or you choose 20%.
The fellow affairs. Goro man.
Ghana, what I'm cost to die.
None of us here got to a home committee for a young
meeting. Maybe
Vasia Koto say, middleman be a cousin, so no bonnet, drink since any ever toffee, the or my cotadi, am I a two commission? None of me you with the ace, any bogum okay, you living legends for the idiots.
Come here, you as a black man, or Ghana or Yakwa. To quine or yakwa. You're making almost to quine by Cassandra. Ukwa brochia, Brunin Nimbibinio, Opa ye dang with Nimu. But almost to call Bamuti Mecca and Mamentiasino. Young anyway, bra. Minyahon, I am I'm here and most of my
Chenny Jonas,
Chenny Abba, Chenny Michel by at the beginning. I think Ghana folk idea attempts at the end of the best. Body account omon betino nkakra sa etiyanko ya sama so creation books ni dawson
ti enwoma bebre o ho a enye bible nko na describe creation we fa ba kwa chechire mu
history book of Greece and history creation enye different me kan chire wo so creation we so dey dangerous so pao ko kan he
enwoma bebre chire se ne ebo ade
different creation na ko mo bo ba se ne ebo be ma ntimi fa ha me se wo ho who study the religious books. Now we study the omo catch them me more damo minim de me
nti ngoma ne bi emu asem no Genesis chapter 1 and also the no card for
mopa on say me ko first book nu ba mo ka say mfiri nyame
no you see some of them are very important because who they will be a can
different what do you say okay kind the epic for Gilgamesh na mekana Akkadians. The ancient Akkadians. Sa Akkadians no. nipa na ye de ne two di ne so ye friend the Sargon of Akkad and the be Akkadins or the ayana tete ye de nipa ne din na the Sargon of Akkad know your hene or warrior king ye make opa ye hwese Ghanaians you do saying the name the Sargon of Akkad in history you don't know and ye nchiro ana humbuku kura ye mfa ma school nu na wa kan ate ase opa bisa se o ma so ko invest you do sign the name the Sargon of Akkad historians no omunim ye nchiro na mom currently America na Spain sankofo no ho nsam ne de ye ni nyina be ma wo wetimi on say moment a wo hwe obi ho nsam no na opesa wo yese wo no a slave is that you and now you say slave wo hwe obi ho nsam na opesa wo bobra ti se wo no entina wo hwe Jesus opesa Jesus me ya wo ntimi Jesus so opesa wo hwe me ba Yesu ka say nipa nyina hwe an mebo a but wo hwe obi a say de wo na be pepe ana Paul so ka say
mo hwe mi hia
said me hwe Yesu no Paul wale ye wale enso wo ti oba wa wale nti ube
on bisa na ware na se wo kirem
nti na
so bisa na ware so say
ko nya en knipa nyina nya enti untimi nya by for magi atum but Paul krona sa atwere say mu hwe mo tetefo na abrabo na mu nhua titini be abrabo na wo hwe ahia Kristo ni a wo ye no hwan pa tetefo no Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Bepin, whom why pan up showing about with my
yes,
quite oh,
yes,
there will be
no refer to
what it for. Yes, I'm going to edit in you. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, whom you edited for. Solomon, David,
yes, I'm 12 million.
Oh, United for.
And I dream made a Solomon.
Are you better?
Solomon.
What you say? Ain't you know? Bravo na ye bo yen hwe obi nhua ye bo ye de Africa for abrofo ma ye bo obi abrabo. That's our problem.
Na wo hu no sa na hu.
That's sa ni hua de no. Ye hua de to become like somebody. But also bo brass you. Say the bo brass sa na so bo brass. Nipa na wo hua no ba wi ase. Ah wan mo obi abra ono le tena se ye ya bebenya sa de no no ye ato wo. Wo hwe na mistakes. Ye ana na mistakes de onfa. O mpe no. Tell me won't be mo brass so no. Since all mistakes in life, no, that means you also try so branch you brass wo men yes will be. By ye brass will be. Teno nanche books no baby do hwa. Ya twere creation books ashisem. Sa creation books me say your dead books of Jesus. Eno e wo ho ansa na ye betwere the Bible. Na Bible ne beba no. Fatu trim say Israel for ko ye nkoa. E wo Egypt. Almost from Egypt for some the Kemet religion.
Okay.
Chemistry ni so ya soma ya boson soma Israel for nyina including the Israel and the whole world ekoto ye. Mama tell story of line of Israel Bible no. Also almost the Bible say Bible mu no enipa nyina akoye nkoa ehye Egypt for ase. Na omko so omase no ana is also that story no. Yes and it you Dave Joseph so that and now or any be no be prime minister na fa kwesi he and what show my strategy na da any mu no or show me say mo enye story no mo twe Bible story line say to mu fe no he
the story now the story of Joseph or he so that be fa no ko kira ase no nyesa
pa ko no ko kind of restore history say me say o ma bi o na bakwasem and o won som ne na bakwasem esuna bakwasem no enka me kore wo.
So him van the real story as far as Joseph is concerned.
Mu wi a na ya sa ba bi obenya book nu so de oba me the bagio asa me
a book na person e kan bi no
o kan bi say na so pe kan bi o na se me de me bo a
no information
am de mo nyina me de be mo se information nyina na de ma de asa abere nka president Kufo ni secret go bi anim information bi na de ma
enye no gro bi ade ka
no information ye the information nyina ma nipa ye nkomo no so obi ani ti a ebi asa me obo no I will say nyankoa 70%. 30% na ka no. Ye wo kings. Ana ye wo ohene a osaya akoa ma ohene. Ana ye wo stars. 30% into 10. But what I say? 70 slaves.
Me share movie be. Na it's a friend the Scorpion King. Na predicted Saudi a wakasa Acadian kingdom no.
Acadian
na sa eno nomdi yes how movie no. And Osha my name's what Scorpion King da. Upa ubetima ko like movie no. It speaks so much about Saudi like no sa kingdom no history nomdi yes how movie no. Yes.
Good. Sani pa na oba wi ase no obi di wi ase so serious. Omo twa ne ho abakosam de to ho. Na on se wu a ohen na obedi nkan bele we ndi ato on se otunfo o se to the first be ye no se nsuso be ba on be to aso atwere to ho. Ba ko ba ne friend Gilgamesh. Nti book ne friend the epic what you say of Gilgamesh. Nti me book there.
The epic of Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh na won sem ne na na abakosam sem ne gum. And no so no creation abodie wom eye different.
Na say no so timi en tro man ye.
Bibia bet my en tro say we ai.
Na say no so timi en tro.
Say ya to ma me ba o. Say book ni Toma as book of God of creator. And I will read it, you just believe it.
Okay, yamfa na Ashanti Kingdom. Ye fa Asante abakosemo a you bet my can be house ubi say we also do yes and see see ni say na we also can say debi and also we na kofa ebebu baako emu ncheche mu apem
good one day it is all to na ya say the okuta na so called truth one men find say na the final media final stage e be the baby o only me say your books are okay nkan me pese mabodun adam ba che book we kotono me sada me pese o tinye mase wan ti ase abem fam because the pan wan ti ase book ngon kotono je waste time ko books din omugidi say e earth we na wo asase no
na wo earth asase na
o se fiti ase nyankopon bo soro akoba asase creation started from the heavens and so na earth ba
that is Genesis 1:1
Genesis chapter 1 but o kan that books o mo just say fiti ase no asase e na bo soro
asase na bo
asase so boss book ni wo ansa na Bible so beka ni na o mo say yankopon and mo that information the reason is say enyame ahoduo bi a group and a book of creation amamen koa my clear so at here the ancient no you the gods of Egyptians and their creation, the gods of Greeks and creation, the gods of Indians and creations, the gods of Arabs and creation, the god of Abraham, Israel for and creation. To be the groups now will be on a creation and its God and their duty. What they say?
Wow.
Oh, but when they remember the Roman gods, you see, say Roman phone them security be. They didn't serve only one God. The word Catholic means serving the host.
Catholic, no?
Yeah. Or serving host. On the other, I just over soon yame back. To Roman Catholic Church, some God, we are soon and sisters and some soon be
only saint, no?
Yes, saint. Umunya oh, so my idea no. And to watch the creation book amawa onya authentic fact no. The only no betwere. And then you know oga opa yam twe the creation books no. Religious books no. Me see bi by and say muje tum say Old Testament by and New Testament ba. Some muje tum. Sana musajun say all the new ni by and na Quran ba muje tum. Na then am choose book one say na ba and only problem. And as we can do some about some you say Old Testament by and send a New Testament by. They said me say to be Old Testament New Bible by and sana Quran eba. But okay you be say book and sana sabi ye tire New Testament Quran so on that just a book one sana ye tire Bible and you want into and I just say BC 1513 check say me boana. I know your friend saying Prophet Moses, Kwaku Moses, that's all Old Testament. or tray when we and then to a New Testament. But Tetano, now almost kind we ask no 2,000 years. No more satitano. A sanity. And think I am rare and can do 2,000 years no. Say 2,000. Then how many years? 21 years wrong. And think you 20 years I did a film. They are queer, you're queer anymore. I don't know kind we are say. It's 2,500 not in back. You ask not 2,000, I reverse 2,513. Anna, Sassam, this year, that's all to the book. Moses was inspired. Inspired means ye actually, yes, I don't know about today. That means Moses in Nimna Yankubo Yachano. God. The dead books of Egyptians or so. You didn't catch ye and son of Sebi, ye bet Old Testament, and I'm going to say a Bible. So, and also creation room, Yami or body any different from Yamia or body or Bible. We are friends saying, Joseph as an American. The story I say, Joseph, not over to me any year you this slave nipa. You will be all to me, not a tenor, and then the enemy, and America down here, or when that's all talent of Africa, no about Pekin or not Nako. What could you shoot? You know for Sobanamai. If Yama ought to Nana about Funny Company, no. You know him the eye torn near her, you know, really. Yeah, do I question them steady?
Yeah, a green card.
What I never found because you've been out soon for so. Ebi a me call from come to me here. Enti Joseph no or he not is fellow who say or vision on in future the basic dachi. And I want to know. I'm not just said dachi some no so put to the reason why ye de nyama mensa aduane ekom anakasa. Nyan one ye did so after na ye did before so. Enya aduane. Nyan ye ko bi kasa no. Enya kom na dey. Good. I don't catch and say so person ye wiase to me nyina. Any one yet a folk a sea farming. No one for you one physical service car, no to 2 years in Yanina. Or 2 years in Yanina. In Yanina or one destroy no. Huh? If you see come to a young could ask them on Yabin Catwell. On a brubia or baby a brubi on fat raw material. 120 one saving the atelier. I'm going 7 years, but only men come in the moon.
How many years?
70 years. Now that you the one, now the 7 years will control your singing. I'm come up, they're fat, I'm country.
Hey,
70 years to do for no hauling yanny, not to turn yanny. And now, or to turn yanny, no, just turn yanny, and it's our country, only raw material, but do food, but turn yanny. And the aqua. It's no my story say. Na we are singing a cocotonia no, me pacho obi adofo na o de betimi di amia o za cocotonia no be yi. Ene na abofo de ye no, ene na man na koko. Abo asem so. Ye dua ye tete kwaso no ene on say free system no. Me boa. Omo say ni ba ku bia ba odi 3 years time. Asugo yi o ti o pa 3 years koko. Ye pre ho abrabum ti de bia ni enyi. Any aye and on a gym of foods. Into how to control you, they say, one no member more than yedi. Who feed you will be or your slave. Secret of word, one share, never boy into Bonino was share the spirituality. No, they are branded with nature, and I am a law. Now, young. Ubi Bob, Bessia, we are slaves. Moment I must have some Bob Bessano, we children in a magic. Moment I feed you, Maju in Shida, and Nuntina spirituality, your mouth, Conacoyado, Yama, and Yanka. I now found command me, Fabric, Semi, my Jimmy Shidana. Me pescani Ostapa or my mother, Uncle Siaga, Megedi, wouldn't mean Shida because Menyaqua. But, Opa so yin Shida, Aji, oh my campo, among us, own uncle for the needies. It's in Ghana, say needy. Mewa. Your poor Ghana is one of the poor countries, right? Yeah, they're a poor country.
They're developing.
Definitely developing.
Tell me what my hypicus country.
Yeah, hypic that. Oh my Ghana, Bana. Oh, kind the hypic country, maybe a chairman. When you shame. Ghana get away. I didn't know, but for the time, you been here, no. Nasabi and pay for no, almost against our I'm telling you, because. Oh no. System na abro fukita na bi no nsukura nti ohu se ne nyonko boni ye de esisi no jitema se bi atanfo ko fa pepefo ba ya omo ye omo nko a mu se no koko no first no na ye na abum yensa sisi ebe na abum yenu o si pepe ni ye de enti asemase dabi o ti asemase ba Meboa. Yana ma.
Echechiru I don't know. Yeah, I was me.
Yeah, me say me na tia so. Me na omofu land ne da ho. Medo, meshi, medua tell se kuku ibenyi na masachi me. Ade asem. No se da bi ewia yinchim tu. Se da bi sisi nkofo mo ntiasem ase. Ene na dey people for ntiasem ase ba yo. Omo ntiasem ase ba, I'm telling you. Esisi na eba mu no ntiase a, ne se won ntiasem ase. Ti miase woni tia, ihu so wonye. Moment when you be pe no, hey, ako wonye. Ai menye enti arafo na America hu so mo nye meboa come to be eni ti bia nya ma America because the ono wono wo so benya bi ti wonye we nipa bon oboa ye nipa bon ni I'm telling you nation bia woni di mbame e won to kwa ho no on survive opa chere me which nation a wonye wada won te hu mfiri broni hu obeye Dubai for omo nyam information fabro for na say Dubai enka broni en senka say come out kwan but broni ni nyansa America ebubu what you say no good there's a reason why
hey bra
ono na bubu no obi bubu Osama bia mubu no o man ne prane ni nyina bubu no pepepe me pa cho watch center ebugu ya na ebugu from say mu de mo ni mo me ba edan tenti ebu ko left or right east or north and I say ebu egededede a book of my prime that would you find Tuncha and come home? Now, the woman, my brother, you Bunny, I did own there book of my
fa and Goma Bebri. Na me kind Ibia see a boy, we as say. Ibia say near bad, dear. Ibisi a boy, say your boy bansa. Even the air common to us cried Quran, the Bible crano. Ubia creation there is different.
Material me ba mo to. The jam me kokura ne Bible. O say man kan wan asem. O kan ne ba wan yin nti me ka de wunnim. Me jai Bible kokura asem se me jai. Ko an hwe a me se maka me se kum nkofo no bebere. What you say? Nipa wonim o ka che no de nti see. O say me ka Bible na me jai na makaka. Me ka de foforo ate o say. Ko hwe sa books no hwe. And also
but books no tupe. Na yanko penkan.
Ko to the dead books of Egyptian.
The dead books of Egyptians.
We are connected funny saying Vedas. Okay, me man can bush a chapa.
Vedas,
India for book. And see different. Now compare the creation. We are connected the book by the history book of Greece. I mean, power ball bano. But nyami obo ade no oba ye fe ne Pandora. Nyami o Bible mu bo oba ye fe ne Hawa. But nyami o Bible mu kire ne creation of nipa no. No say abode nipa na ye wo nwie nya dere. Nipa side me kan. O chi nipa side no. Nipa no obo be man se no obo oba. Ba wo ko the side book na history book no ye bo oba ansam ye bo be man which nyami no mu de wa he. E na wa ka say je wujidi no je wujidi se Bible ni mom ne kore Bible ka say enye no nya me kore wonim se me wo ha ansa na ye betwe even Bible na tema Greece for di wiase no na Roman for a so betwe Bible ma wiase why was Romans that no munya nkora omunya nkwase afo ma Greece tema Greece for adwumu do ya Alexander try wiase create emperor so obedi wiase na that Roman for nim nya se betwe book bia ma nkofo bi no munya nkwa even including Israel kwa book or concan in books in to wait me sang of phone.
Na dear Greek the mythology and will be actual a myth mythology and what show. I'll be much books in every online.
Monsieur dear, I had the Siana move up from where they are. Albert Pim, your Moses.
Did you see anyone?
David, not the ocean, sending me the ocean. I didn't know. Me about West Africa examination. What did you?
West Africa Examination Council.
I mean, different from East Africa. Jews on to my head. What's your West Africa? Gonna go East Korea and not difference you. And you
your school system, and the America is different.
And to buy the money,
Europe is different. In Ghana, ni penny views can be about any Ghana education system.
Good.
Unfair no, and chadi. That system no you or the Babako American school Spanish school what the Bible call if and say US standard school e Ghana.
Enti so what Ghana ha na wo say wo dey me be say me bo aba.
E dey aguma na kuta we.
Oh me am twere ma dey. Me bush am na twere.
Why?
Me am twere. Wo bia na. Tim book bia na maternity afro. Ese me wo mu.
What e chire no?
Mate e chire.
Be wari tum.
Yo ngofo be wi ase. Yeah no. Unu so bi ba wi ase a. Oh, adi we be hwehwia na se me hwehwia de. Ye fe no. Onyamewa. Goddess. Nyame oyo ba. Ye fe no Ignazi. Odine sabonkum atunani bonkum sei. That's the story of what's book no mo. Opose na ni si ya am o twe ne be firi ho.
Ne ba.
Yes. E fe na amatrasu. Ko check. China for aba Japan for aba. Enyema o wi ase ya kan wo de wonte ye no. Ti China me to ho no amatrasu wo di.
Opose na ni sa e no wo ye.
Yes. Enu ni jise de na ehu.
I know Japan for go nipa ni wo pa.
Forget the old free say abakwasem no. The who can come no the obi can carry different. What you be different. China for dressing is different from India for. Because the exchange is different from the Oka. Me see a friend Ignazi or a sun goddess. Neba obewiase nipa hu aso obewiase ana obaye wan de ma bechem sa story no or so be obawo de ba opusa mi nyese na ni yeso opusa no secret in public obi am hwe bi said e
opusa na ni ya na nipa ba
na twene ba ana odi ne ba na sefo till now say entro say na kure ya twere kurinabe what is written it's written it's here me yeso ntwere book
ti wan esi mu kwan nananom ti
ne ba me book simple
nananom si ho na ba
me ba nanamom di nka ba ye no omo ma ntwere book o nana we wa ba de wo ba twere pepe me twere because nim jeti a bibia ye book abam book no unya hwe de be di adanse enti wo twere to wa na wu adabi omanfo be kenkan de obagia di because religion hoyi obi ane di ogidie na de me book ma twere no unim ndwere bi o ensema me di be hihye mu no what you say religion a fiction ye fixi ade to suit the people na a pagan kofo na bakwasem me se be try something kendo be be entro yes nye me brom kan entro
and history we na be entro
just to hype them. That's why the greatest. If you want to be great, you have to hype your stories.
Okay.
Unsa
wabakosem mu
na onfa nchiri ntu wonu adwan na onfa nchira ntu ututwa mokosa na ya me ne mo nkwan daddy this you cook stories o mo cook man ye de story ndi ho by the nchiri ntu ko fo na che ebi so otu yira ebi so owi va de
oko so ko so ko di pata apatre here no no wi ye no wa yira no wa ba
you who the storyline the end kwere what you say entino ye onyema bi wo ha even Muhammad could be could actually say Muhammad would to your heaven, but Muhammad will be see which is with a legend be a word you said you trade about Quasem. You're trading me and sat and I mind a friend divide and conquer. And divide and conquer. Oh, assuming you believe in the religion. But our teachers be different from we. Oh, eti New Testament. I don't want to enti so fa New Testament ya we wa basabi we yensabi we wa nine bi we ba nipa so ye kristoni o ye kristoni a wo dwa roman wo ye kristoni a wo dwa Pentecost wo ye kristoni a o dwa pen e doctrinate no by the same Bible some ye create religion bi aso ba you just accept the truth and create diversion the all no be atum we na so abo kwan because wa nye ba kwan ntuma udi mo kwan how to create a religion. To compare, or a comparison of the creation story, both will be a copy. No, 10 years. Maybe some of the books you know, be granted me culture and me can. Now me culture, me can only and film party and one summer. Bones and film party one summer will be a cast and back up, but the internet to me. Me chamo says Juju did that. we be we say friends didira wa ngu Noah ewuye e na danfo upa mo check internet ready say internet bit mama
the Bible and castle be by a friend sa
and no ye program no Bible nanka me ba che munum Enoch
then it's a book of Enoch but
da bi ni book no me simunum Enoch o Bible ma hu ni samate ne honka
that's no answer
o book we friend the book of Enoch ka Bible no ana
oh encounter
na no ho ani
say you be answer the Bible nim
neba you the book of Peter friend say Matthew enka Bible ho Leviticus enka Bible ho ani you bu nipa bi wo wiase wono mum e betire wiase anya bone ma ne ho te Nyankopɔ be fa na physical di ne ko heaven ne ho nsɛm ni Bible ya hwɛ ne bet say obedi 3 months Nyankopɔ mu Enoch no do betena say wa anya bone a Nyankopɔ say me ba wo so mani fa body ni bra soro the reason is that book religious book omo nkyerɛ no kure no ye be bi afrim ye de nkyina tum na hype nipa no Enoch na mo kan no service Israel nyame no nyame osum ya be ye to say ghost nya immortality body and odi tukoi ba mo nkyerɛ any Elijah ye no but the moment I ever try me sama no you see say nipa kwati be nyame ni bi etukɔ to you obetata search saade no enti ombe ne say nyame na ye yo nyame obewu nyame e wonwu ho
ono na sua na de ascend koi
enti nyame ne mpeso bu that secret enti ono twa book na eye me na me ye be be gina we dey so ameka say nyame bi na e kasa wa ha na me na me kasa good one day
bacha good one day dia me twa me ho aba na unya feel good one day ni mu ana
na ma ba hiva
ya ba back
Obia says AC. Trese, it will gold-plated things. Yet the copper pipes pa pebi na ye. Gasia, and for how biam rodas and ibia, and a goom. And yet the day, Tansu a 4-in-1 filter system. 80 from a free mubano. Aye kroji. AC, yet the horsepower neto. I sense kasa aye 2.5. Aye 2.5. Kululu pianim. Yet the ababiamo. Aye high sense AC super promo. Date near 26 July. Akobim 8 August 2021. Upe Asia Efe. Na chili. Na power. Aye high sense AC. Comfort to yemi. 26 July. Akobim 8 August. Madam High Sense. Matiti Susa. Who? 5 years warranty. Adasutia. High Sense and Kwane to me yes amount. High Sense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
Did you know that purchasing life insurance at an early stage is less expensive than when you are in your old age? Learn this and more on all GMABC platforms this August and September.
For inquiries, partnership and sponsorship, call or WhatsApp 055-430-8359 or 020-2222-095.
Ghana Koko Kuafo, Yamama Yiko. Koko Kuayo, and your mine fapping, Nemreka Cranie, and one some na deja.
Na final so almost okay, I would do a final first Coco board first you. A Juba chance and as a this way and yet, now what I forget you or no. Now the question Coco scholarship here, you couldn't remember I should do maybe you would do for Marco. Yeah, you're probably Yana, you didn't your America crack.
Nisenti and the Pawada Ben were happy 98.9 FM. Edia Kuafo Chefa, Ghana's Cocoa sector, the inside story, a Bremo, a Hinaudo Coco, so was Senkregua, Wenchi, Etiwa, a Mem, Pediaco, Bequai Corneal, Pristia Huni Valley, Bompieso, Obidumbie, Fremponso, a dancing on 47, Bremen Tobuase, Bremen Sikuma, Insuayem, Capiase, Baby Biara Udo Coco, or Maya Fanen Muno, Yaton Cradiamount, Yamua Ikono, near Tiamonsem, Makosem, and Mohiasem, near the Atuamainem.
And you told me you are. I watch him Kakra and let's stand near the other. Room to read the Coco to his daughter. Near Manu, or my attack, or Bob Wire,
na super no I am an channel for
Yambota ene se nkita udi ebekọ na wie ye no na Ghana cocoa fapem no ye de asi akwan paso a ye tu ho anamo na de mfa so pa abra o man yi anu nti na watwe bia tia pa ho adaben wo happy 98.9 akuafo achafa Ghana's cocoa sector the inside story.
Ghana, we now have freedom. Ghana, land of freedom.
Where are they? Omwahi yahwehwewom ekuni ni abrempo a wobebwa Ghana agudie na nei yehunu won akira kwan no and Happy Sports ebisa say where are they? Where are they? Happy Sports segment ya yene sa ekuni ni fu a watwam wo football, athletics, basketball, golf, badminton, tennis, table tennis, any agukasi ahodo no mu no edi nkomo bisa say edien na ekoso e won asetena mu na nye won kwanso o journalists, supporters, any sports stakeholders a wode wan ho ode ne onum die abo agukasi o Ghana ha na ne yehu akira kwan no wo shemu bi sajubadie ukwada bia na be wakwam e wo Happy Sports so anopa no ndu bia Happy Sports the reference point. Omanfue Happy Dawroni efe juada de kosi fia da bia no Happy FM etusimedu e de asiwa mamanfo se fankaibo bia wo ebreye na ye mamanfo asontima wo se ye eyeyo aware se wade ayira empo wo wajapade bia wo pese woton anase woto freyen keke e wo 0202 222 098 ana 0242 519 009 Happy Dawro ye boniye ama 20 pasum.
Now into Genesis chapter number 1, verse 1, say the medesha here. We are say abodianti here no. Enye saa na ye etie saa na wu.
Oh yeah, oh I can't make sure I get you.
Genesis chapter.
It's for the better here. Say the me better here. Some day obi
on. So be on so watch our so. Sunday wo tusu so match our maso.
Do the obi Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. Yen kan how creation start here. It's
very simple. Genesis there. Where do?
Where do?
Some more. Genesis chapter number 1.
Secret of creation. Think about our body different. Yeah.
English, like I say, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
And the earth,
and the earth was without form and void, and the darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters.
The face of the what?
The waters.
The waters. Water. Rivers are now water. They never know water.
Oh, so was it?
But you cast water, eh? I'm to schools. I've been here. What are they?
Since you.
In
the beginning, God created. Infitiasiano, when young Crumpon Sony assassin. Now, assassin, yes, a casacani hunu. Now, it soon were a bunu any.
It's soon darkness, maybe darkness. Oh, bunny, that's what I say. And it's nothing. And I didn't say,
the young Crumpon home butu, ensue no any.
Ensue any. Intin young coupon or whom be. Any. Okay, other verses say different verses because young coupon allie to me. 2 was what yes, over for Bible bed camp. Check Hawker Craver say. And would they were hay and then the cray. On Casa River, because of water will be too. Young whom to mean now, you show him. The casa water. What I mean, you are here no. TNA, to whom will show an animal manner. No, young coupon home between you and me, but we need to obey Reverend Floor, no, I am water.
Sir, who cast over true book name? Moses Abba. And Yamia catcher and say, na de bomb born what Rosy meaning. Meant was it?
Yet a meaning you. Who cannot try to on? Who can carry baby in Tossum? The American is see Opa for Bible. Me and son are for kind of Macan now transfer cross check it.
Send a normal translation problem.
Why didn't any correct? That's my problem.
Sending an ass to say.
What I never say. Eh,
say they are Okosa river better than water.
Into Okosa banana community man.
So Okosano.
And you see because that is one I'm never fear.
Ah. Ne ya ko saneba.
The una wo kana make am asem. Una o to bezo dali asem no. Asem no kura no wo ho. Nyankopon honhom makam he. One me aba chew nsa 5 we say. 5 we e bia meaning. Ho na mbate creation ase. Wenku. E bia o ni meaning bia wade pote gina ho ma. Nti we kra ka friends say.
Kukromuti.
Ana o title bi. Kukromuti ayende.
Nsa ne homopo.
Ana we friends say.
The chaton. Nsa tia banom.
Akrabatu. Yo okay. Nti akrabatu. Emi the insan homopo ha na epanyi. Bibisa se misisi.
Akrabatu.
Wise, ah?
Akrabatu.
Na mo want to be insan me ho so. Tie ni yo. Me want to be insan me homopo. Yes bi bi no betimi ya esie mi. Ana we so call ba beto no. Nti ho na epanyi. Sanki to mi no na epanyi. Kukromoti. Na me akwa ba beto na beto okay. Ulumai. Isi panyi jare wi na nsu asa. Sa se bitimi atwe amade ache. Sa na wi asete. Ubafa kukromoti. Mafa kukromoti. Nti me ka kukromoti se na me kanfu kukromoti ya. You believe in kukromoti. Won't you fa akrabato a na akrabato for any wi asa na be ye. We wa. Gina mfifi na dwene. E decide be bia o hebe bo. Njina mshira di we mi no yes.
Wa fa ngoma na kan Genesis 1. So one tiase a pede obetiase.
Kan foforo hwe, na kan foforo hwe. Na menka say yesi we nkwa hwe. Hwan na si we nkwa. Anade me kan nto asommo. Me se kukromoti ensan ho mopo. Ene akoraboto hwan na epanyi. Opa saadi we chena. Anada ofro. Fa be lesson say opa de we epanyi. Na he omomba.
Na me nyame obo me nipedua we. Na obo ni nyina pe. No aka che me say ya boy na yawo me enum ni nyina na PVT mo frase. Kwasa akorobeto a o kaso kukromoti edi na de ama ne fans kwa.
Edi na ma yemfa nyame kro na obo ade ne bo ade say na months nipa wo be nipa wo 7 months.
Ebi wo 7 months.
Nyankopon twantro ana. So kaso ba be konni. Won say dey wi asete no. Bibia anya 100%. Ene na manfo nyinni no. Nyankopon ka say oba be konni ni so yamu 9 months no awo. 9 months e boso mako 9 eboa. Nti e wo be pem ni most of nipa nyata wo 9 months. Baby e 7 e bi so buru 9 months. Obi e won 12 months. Aye won pepepe. Unzo bi a won 12 months. Eno so Nyankopon afeli ho. Nti bibi anya 100%. Eno na sabi ye teachers ni bi nkire say ye ni bibi 100% ho bia betima si at any time. Tina bruni wote ho anu wo dwen de bisi china wo mi create nyama e be one future. Ba ye na dwen se nyame be because ye dwen so na ade achi de nyame ma ade asa.
Allah ya kawo.
Sa
The living legends.
Nyame be ye. Ye problem no Nyankopon a obo so na asase no unhia no babia ga. Uhuni babia.
Nti obi anim se ni sibo ade.
Obi anim no.
Obi anim se ni sibo ade.
Omo create ade bo ni na ye. A gosh be a mountain na me say ba kire. Science we o ni nsa hene no. On the control bibia. Hunhum so ye won hene ewom.
Meba na say Bible no narration about creation entro. Bia the epic of Gilgamesh sene o kan no. Ene ngoma hodo abon obi ade entro.
Ye make I want to be say what atem ya say. Bible na o kenkan hun say na kure no. Obi su kenkan book baby o so hun say na kure.
Nti no nti na kure.
That's my question.
Ti misu bi say no.
Me no I major to
them. Na bia na ma catch us say the creation no.
Na what ya say.
Yes ma sheda.
Na so dia go ma sheda. We dey go ba bi be kirem. Create am jinga just say do obo na ade no. Unkohia ni baby ya. Oya with nameless and formless. Oni din this o man din. Nyankoro pon enye din eye title. But nyame no boso wodin
tie born the same ye only din go say is bad here
kwa fa so bad here eno me megina me twam toro nka se minim because mo ba kwa ndima nkire die mi say ade ache me ma me awo me yeah me go na me twam toro
ena me ma me no
sa die minim no charge asem we mi bi sa wonti nkire nti me nko twam toro ho o maame abakosem si trezi ovi famre we me kura untumi trezi nkosi ha ma to Nyankopon na me ko trezi ne wonzam But what did I make an answer? The moment your body be Yankopon body suno, only Yankopon beam.
Okay, into that.
It
was said, let's say, Obibia or can be and the unknown Nintia, no,
your books are training in Anno. Dear, a fat or bad, dear, no, Mammy Chuchum, or bad, dear, whom dear in Kutan. Wouldn't say, and from my home, some from a crona near Chidigubo.
And where the good boy, we can't time.
I'm not chin Yankopon Frema, a big woman, a me, a bimu, Diabobrano. What did I make an answer?
Oxygen, good bottom, we are the
no, I told you, ain't Yankopon him, the only him, dear for one, what not the baby, but not just only mono. Ungo Huno, you're the first who buy, you know, a worse in Yankun to me, a why yes, Edmano. I'm not transnational or train or the creative idea or the Tanadia room, and then there, you could have one acre, air connected to Nipa acre say, and only Yankopon. Enim dia na honhom bi atena se no hwe ho ana wa connect to nipa ana nipa nso dia ba but sani honhom no o three book as religion o pa hwade ghost no mo ye inventions no also be three creation book da ye kan o mo inventions ko mo kwa na creations and I want to make an say but o mo ye religious no aye nyamsomfo book no mu enu mu na nyame na obo ade ne ti o but o ye bibi enya mfa so no mfa say fane say say ati Shanyama gaja de way nine. You be there. It's not yes, I am in Yameboa. Sanyama in Yana, almost the buy and didn't create title of be a minute body. But ye come on body and no more or Bobby. And I want to make an answer.
Inteno the boy we are sending money men in an do bien into also who cost doesn't die. Na about twins my men fence you bottom. Na na nipa no benya ho de na de ba abonten a ma me no adua we hini de be ma wa create bibi no ma me nti the one we asini bi na so I can
bo creation yeah you don't have to think about the creator no bo bibi awie de da e pa cho e free da mo che say Yankopon abodi that living things the mo fen living things no me see be living thing the mo fen living things on the living thing fro bi ababiem e jablo fru ja bible no to tie me so hu. And the scientists know, hey, yes, okay, you the religious Nyaman and tour. Young corner practical. And no Mushia,
science.
Science, and in that is animal in Abano. One way religious person, our inventor.
Yenny religious books in Tunchain. Yen shall and very practical. Yen try say, ye be a Gary Abuebi. Ya to has ever. Okay.
And they do 12 by. A 12 say, me find a 12 and now believe any bulletproof no so I car or the bullet bomber pay em Bunny and the answer and only magic to black people. Pay a ya buying what it and or the fragrance no Sahabani 20 rano said you have an 20 minutes rano you'll be able to come where to a chocolate wall to pay now one casa. And was seen him getting a facade on my chosen idea. And what the I am a fracano, the other back. Yay, me poor free. And what they are fracano, what I can to the truth, that's why. A better napa. A noa. I have an Indian was soon be a and why I know they ever plat in the form of platica. And what one when you go? And your creation. Na kana ati na ochenija wanya mama na dey ato first no wait as na ekono enya sa na nso tena say sorry ya mekwe na adwene me dey ato first sa na nti metu mrika na memiem enya sa na ka ni bade
bi ba metu mrika so ado adwene to first year what you ma junu kwa second year na dey call fourth year we ba on so
ba mempo na me free na kri mrika gonga agora oboda ma
ka do what you go to fifth year. Yeah, that's it for this understanding. And I know, say, yes, Yadi Bebre 98.9. Bacho Ubiana Nintiasi, we are telling maybe our money the amount. Now, so Bambi and Sana Majako Kukwine, send a bell question be able to me a bisano. A Donkoness level premium energy drink. Your boss, we're only telling you, say, we are Jumana who are no air tiako for more. You have to re-energize and only a Donko next level premium energy drink. Ewo baby beer. Ipacho Angel Group of Companies and the Abba Market and ne ubi able bobino numbi and ye easy. De pa. Munya but maybe a homana mamo. Kama. Pebi no baby be a supermarket biano. And our baby up be to announce our friend number no 0204-898-698. Ipacho Shannon to say excessive drinking can be detrimental to your health. So I say caffeine womb. You'll be on body per caffeine. Yeah, no my body knuckles and the oboa. Pimbini a baby a drunkenness level or say no limit. Pipito na de papa. I adia ba ko amasha nsuni. AU teledoctor app number. You can access a doctor without going to the hospital. You can have access to a medical doctor without entering the hospital via mobile phone, where a doctor no be doing come through video call, where beside all the consulting questions, no responding, no sure what to do, even giving you first aid, no check your job by could just scan we mammy, say mammy, mama prefer munya but check, maybe a humana mam, with the munya my word, papa, I mafia meso mafimo, and maybe a humana mount. You tell Dr. App no, Google Play Store, and App Store, and download. Doctors be bring you go online now. Unya download you and you have access to a medical doctor without entering the hospital. Inside Amajo area, baby bia wo bia wo shy bia. It's difficult to access a doctor. Fit now here hospital no because a doctor no question you but in your home at the comfort of your office, the comfort of your home. Just download the application. Ninya access to a doctor. Bibia how bia no now they are to name. Tovila Water Solution. Or say, Tovila Water Solution is training passionate individuals on an apprenticeship basis to equip them with the most relevant skills to become water treatment experts. You didn't know. Tovila Water Solution. You any other than you done any see a bit near. Ye dembefia. For Banabis water treatment, no from Monebra. Yes, 70% particles, 30% theory. Classroom work nisa, name field work no. Obey you know what you man say. Water treatment, you makasi or Ghana. In so be in Galama anymore say. A man for Chico Fee, your some districts in Ghana, or Mukin Pompi swimming direct, no the aba, no more use. A pacho, Shanosupa, Branebajin your water treatment, what you tell Jessica. What you say? Number is 0240 042313. 0240-042313. Hisense, air condition super promo number. The long-awaited Hisense air condition promo is finally here from 26th of July, Kosi 8th of August, Mbacho, who air conditioner, so this is the time to buy it from Hisense. Yakachero, yes, is the Obwa number one. The whole Africa Giatum, your gold-plated fins, papabia, high-quality copper pipes in your day, eco-friendly gas in the womb. What you say? A patch of modern Hisense. Quite showrooms out doing promo 26th, the Kosi 8th of August, 26th July, Kosi 8th of August. Number Befre, near Dinkomo, Hisense 0302 500 5000 0302 550000. Your showrooms in those East Legon, Mensa Wood Road, so opposite Malcolm, across Opera Square, La Paz, Nyamecho Junction, Sansona Bachuna, Rainbow Junction, Spinters, North Industrial Area, and so you will Hill Mall, West Hills Mall, you will just say you Kumasi, you will City Mall, Kumasi Doom, what you say, Takra Denso Collins Avenue, Market Circle, Takwa, ground floor. Of plot 19 European Town opposite SAG your Sunyan so ye shaho what you say GNTC building honey wo Tamale adjacent Bank of Africa ye butu ho just say your showrooms across ho ye wo man kesim Malcolm ajibe bia Hisense yenso your market hwecha kwan na pay condition papa ne bi na fedu juma Ice Gold in su kama no ma men kan for ma ope Ice Gold in su ni bia no one say what pay su papa ma oni pedua metie insuo ba na me bosan se insuo ma hoden insuo na wo ni pedua ma onya hoden ye adwuma se ne ope Ice Gold purified drinking water. Ice Gold insuo dede. Ice Gold is papa no and so hwe chakwan. It's Ice Gold mineral water is truly produced under high hygienic condition and treated through the process of microfiltration. Na say emu hwehwemu no ye bomodenia sone so back to back, yes, sone so back to back sa into mo say ne pH level no wosoro 6.5 to 7. ice gold nsuo no emu ɛyɛ dɛ wɔn ma ampa eyi nsu kɔm no ma wɔn sampa eyi nsu kɔm ma ho tɔ ebacho sika nsuo no ɛna no bie ɛna mu tie ɛna ma ahoɔden ɛna ɛhyɛ odin ma tim sa to so bɔ adwuma wa tim fifiri paa no ɛya no nsuo bebree ice gold na abɛtɔ na ade akofia kɔm abusua na wɔn nya pomodin fɛ number no 0240 587 450 0240 587 450 o fry befa inkule no palms base abekwan papa and yedi so be ya bekwan pressure wa bekwan mo bekwa mo nyo hoto pressure bibribi gu abekwan wo yato wo abe wo yesi nyina bekwa e ba che inkule ni ya wodada ubi esudugu ngwansen ne mo a wonnam wadwene kakra no wo mako ni ntos ni ade mpacha bekwan na ya ready no e inkule no palm soup base inkule no palm soup base inkule no palm soup base yo the other prekesa fra bi also na hwemfra you bi ade prekese what you say ya no wajinja na kuma ya manchine kakra o meko no o titi bi wi abra aduane bi ade be di bi ebefa to ko marketer inkule no palm soup base e na ye die sanso e na so pe ano ne de ade be ma Marco school a ede na ne bo forma e kasa prekon royal drinks your royal apple royal cola royal orange royal cocktail royal apple royal cola royal orange royal cocktail ninyi na efika kasaprekwa kashi ede ya no ede bobobi tu se 50% kese pa eni siwa no eni na wutwa bisa enya asam keto akra mo a mo pese mo nya nimde e hospitality industry ni mo no mo hwe Universal Hospitality Training Center Universal Hospitality Training Center Universal Hospitality Training Center. Hey, bra. If I chop a hospitality management, airline passenger handling, airline cabin crew, ticketing and reservation, cargo handling, airline marketing, port and ship management. Ya catching na beba. You ding at the Universal Hospitality Training Center. Now, ya chawa diamso na compare juma. Very simple say practicality ni hiya yen. A juma na practical obebo. Hecha kwany. The second floor, Millennium Height building, Airport Accra, on your 0208 992226 0208 992226. And after, I say, you know, I Testy Tom, I wouldn't Testy Tom, dada, a ben near a da. I rather Testy Tom and red tomato mix in the EU so. Enriched with fiber and vitamins. Tisty Tom and you don't know Diane. Tisa when you're including what to Tisty Tom name what they be na fa. What I say? Tisty Tom and red tomato mix. Strength comes from within and the body. Uben Diane na ukubia so Tisty Tom and a tomato alberto paste alberta and check now we are no are you ready? Maybe young man 0249 507429. Yeah, me quotation master any dear share if you have. And I didn't come off a body home. Young man, so hello. Hello.
So good afternoon.
Good afternoon, but you didn't design a friend.
But your fellow Philippus.
Yentio.
But the book of Sargon Akano. Mr. Far West on a lawyer Richard Babylon. Cosmetic is talking over it.
Ola and no send you see, and I mean 217. Hello?
Accra?
Yes, Okocha.
Hey, Accra, me mama.
Latte Boko.
Oh, Chidiam Panadum, Latte, you go and walk.
You, Yentio.
Yo, Accra, medical, the more about it can say, Tumpy, the amount banner, the some dear wound. And he no more about na you know conclusion ya na nta mu so ha hallelujah also kind of create I so need to account ada internet obo internet ni bisa no
aso hu mo
o go ra ye ko bu ti ga go ha na mo grab to na mi yo ma ezi ga de gbagu se Ghana ebe yi why o membu o me se Ghana no ase Ghana no eyi ana bisa no ni nyina pa bo
ba o jidi ese be yi
o be yi Akra
we are sure
oh you
me nyini said you suba yi ko die
Subano near Samono, and the Kwame never found so I ever for Subano Ayezima, and on the Nakaro to make a good Ombre movie. Because I couldn't meet Walker and Mudu, a bit me up one of my gun after him. The messenger say Ombre movie. I'm getting a gunner to be why.
With that, hello.
Hello, Reverend.
But you didn't design a class of frame.
But a friend, Kumasi Santasi.
Yeah, that's from Santasi into you.
The Pachu, my dear quotation master Kakra, now I more question about me in the person Busa. Number to me, Busa say, with Mr. Dinatana, meeting say our rear and one at the Adeno or more worried, but Busa is like our rear a natural, and I say, and I nominated answer. As she said, you're betting I'm what to say. Our wife them winning to like, yeah, Obani bear my own camumna. Yeah, warrior, and I say, young bird up, and I'm better coming booster.
Sound question here, very, very critical. Tina, you better that the home come up. Hello?
Good afternoon, Papa.
Yes, but you didn't design a class of frame.
I wear coffee for, but I'm part aluminium work. So,
coffee into you.
Yanko Point Yaman, my family, Papa Yanko Point Shout. Maybe I'm a question because you're black, you said, Yanko Point to me, a new one.
A day,
Yanko Point to me, a new one.
Nyame to me, oh, Nyame dear, na walking, when I said, did you know?
Or bad, dear. Yanko Point to me about it because.
Remember, or the Onzas my cano. Obiane dio jidis on the bar, the honor assembly general, and yet to me no. The who jidis on the bar, dear no, need to me wo, be so dearly different. A honor issue, and yet to me no.
Ah, okay.
Honor this other one. Hello? My field do the worst into you. Yeja. That's it. But I know I'm for Manama. Debbie.
Man, or ya bakua, eka 10 heading, anywhere.
Aday.
Because Fuman, I was here in your parliament house. I was here in your be our court to them. I was here in your Jubilee house. I was here in your be two police station in Bia, Sabe. Sabe, I am no more moving some folk. And who Fumanua, don't be just and funny.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's. Hey, what's the? Hello. Yes, I'm Bachodin is an Akasafri.
Bachodin, Ahmed, Mikasafri, Ghana flag, Uyalfa.
Yeah, that's Ahmed, ain't you?
Kweku, Odo Martin, the Bikitua Penamiti.
Okay.
Or see, young Jadili, yours book, Nuyan Twinche. Correct me if I'm wrong. What
I say, so just one word that be a name based on and some of what you mwaba. Into so would you no quiet judgment in ye? Till I mean to me, my answer no.
Yanta mean, Pesa mean 5 no quiet argument. Jem Pesa mean Tia say, Wakatana.
Dem Pesa Michelin say. Mean to me, show nothing church and some can in a mammy see the old can. To who's went in here, don't you can't watch them in ye.
Okay, then Mamika light on the pen.
Okay.
Oka Kataminu, Mininu Ayadri, or seeing your coupon dear, while Bobby Bia Ayu, Ampa. But so see, say a bear Bibia, young Yan coupon dear, and the Enye. Enna. The Okasa says, "I mean, you can't carry. There's nothing. Let me re-emphasize. There is nothing on this earth. Ubeya. There's no book called Quran in it. Apropos, Niema muyeni na ni scientific way na Quran. But minini ya you say. We should
maybe a be free Bible.
Oh, I'm not a scholar of the Bible. And me
thank you. Let's be a idea will be a score piano and I will just say an idea.
And now me church minimum Bible like 50%. But
no. Me argue with you. Number say me say. Not just say. So we see bibi what there. The always see na we jina so come asem. Yes sir.
And Kasa, Manios, Islam, and the Quran, because we have the theory in the Quran, and this also put into practice. Because I can't me blame me Muslim. We don't come out and propagate the message.
Mathias, hello.
Hello, Zafo.
Yes, I am my last call. I didn't design a cafe.
I'm the Bosheba, I'm Casafi Caswa.
Yinti Bosheba.
I'm Batron. Bisa, Yabra Kuse. I will not be snag, even any can be said, or body no more breed. You're the above before. Any other above Nipa. The same judge say at the sun, because I decided here, give about good for change. So say almost a penny from the deal. The same say, Sana Satiana.
The body different, or the above for a different. Okay, obey you are no. Obey you are no. Obey you are no. I'm a
oh, it's not creation. A wall. A body on seminal. To buy questions of which I want some to be mount.
Okay.
I didn't call fancy because my uncle book be comparison book. Since I've been coming as a content Baba, I want to call father bush to bush will be confused. Or be so who declare to me the picture of a child, the clear picture of an Amadeba. Do a body. You need judge.
You're a judge.
You need lawyer.
You're a lawyer.
You need police soldier. Sane to whom ain't you know, say whom on cast me your body. Just on the body, you know. Oh, create the title for body by on your creator. Then, oh boy, yeah. You are trying to crow a book. Anything I'm saying, I soon be a create the title of creator. Oh, book, no. But I can carry book, I can carry the no one said no way the kind of way can be different from until I saw what's in it. Say, okay, me say Hinduism, Abraham, and a body. Judaism, Yahweh, and a body. Islamic, Allah, and a body. Fancy the Illuminati, book almost KRS, Brunsam, and a body. Anyway,
fancy. Today I be bani afa sango fu ni apeke. Me do si china me ne Avrambe Moshe e na wo studio ha enye nkwala nkomo me che oba ya atema oba papa bi oba fefe quotation master yere ma men kan fu ni kakra na me nu etu kokko men dey mama ne fans kakra oba ndey 98.9 if I'm young, I walk on my gym with the ama a pound that pain. But I must say, but only me didn't come out. But only me didn't come out. But happy if I'm near Shani didn't come out. My number is 0249 507429. 0249 507429. I had them do a scene. Obadi at the much. You never remember Moshe. If you say, you see, demonstration be. Nano no can sim be na metia na papa yi o se me ni hia na di san komo yin tichina yin hia na yemfa komo ntata so want me come call bye for now.
My name is Melissa Arthur, and I want to be a millionaire in 6 years or even less. That is why I'm eager to be a part of the Insurance and Financial Literacy series on all GMABC platforms in August and September. Join me on this journey to greatness.
For enquiries, partnership, and sponsorship, call or WhatsApp 055-430-8359 or 020-2222-095.
I love coming to the beach, catching good vibes, relaxing and chilling with my refreshing Superstar multi-fruit juice drink. So refreshing. Never stops. Oops, trouble in paradise? It doesn't need to be this stressful. Catch! Nothing like a chilled bottle of Superstar to bring the happiness back. Aww. And for our future superstars, wow, good job, guys. Who wants a drink? Me. There you go. Everybody loves Superstar multi-fruit juice drink because it tastes so good. Oh, yeah. These are the moments you never forget.
Grab a bottle of Superstar multi-fruit juice drink today.
This advert is FDA approved. Wotie Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9. Where are they? Omohi Yashishawam, a Kuninia Brimpo, Oba Ghana, Agudi, Nene, Yunu Wanachra Quano, and a happy sports. Ebisa say, where are they? Where are they? A happy sports segment here. Yanessa, a Kuninifu, a watchamo of football, athletics, basketball, golf, badminton, tennis, table tennis, any agukasia who do no edin komobisa say, a gang and a coso, wana sitinemu. Nanya won kwansu, journalists, supporters, any sports stakeholders, what do who are in your new dear, Abu Kensi or Ghana, Nene, young who are Chakwano. Washemubi, Sajbaji, Ukwadebia, and a Boakwem, our happy sports, so, and upon Dubia. Happy sports, the reference point.
Hena moko amukuta ponche na moko mayaka kokuni.
Eja money yo. Eja nka yese ni wan. Enne yetimi esi ye dan wie. Mo hye bo se yetu ezike ni mu fa. Be ma yakonya ama yakwa kosi ye dan. Ampa enne hwede erade aye.
Se maka kire mo se tonu madwuma won siro broni. Ena onim dia won se de. Two sets real estate nkwa ne dia akonya ato se utie du 50% ana sika ni mu fa. Utimi si udan. Omokuto na nto asase ba ko emma nipa mienu. Omonkuto nso no mo se ase efo. Two sets real estate. Omo asase ni bi o amasaman. Ensawam ka so ene ne mpata mu nyina. Omo awo Abrantie, Abresana Sope, Jinamben, Ayanwa Fred, 0544 42 4548. And I said 0279 656521. 2 steps and
your edge in real estate.
Opia Hisense AC, Tresse, and will gold-plated things. Yet the copper pipes, Papa Binaye. Gasia, and for how Biam Rodas and Ibia, and the goom. And yet the day, Tansu of 4-in-1 filter system. 80 from a free mubano. Aya Kroji. AC, yet the horsepower netto. Hisense Casa a 2.5, a 2.5. Kululu Pianim. Yet the Abapiamo, a Hisense AC Super Promo. Date near 26 July, Akobim 8 August 2021. Upe Asia F. Na chili, na power. Aye Hisense AC. Comfort to me. 26 July, Akobim 8 August. Madam Hisense, Matiti Suze. 5 years warranty. Eda Sutia. Hisense and Kwane to me Yasamao. Hisense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
Wotie Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9.
That Tibia Casa, Pentubia Bobo, Pabna Brad Junior, Wayo de Chapon, or Cricket Cranky, I will wire war Tiana Jusun, or Hunta Wobber in Ponono, Buadu Kojanana, a Jim from Ponana, Tafo de Chapon Cron, Cassana Mansaitiu, Cassana Memeti, Cassana Mansaitiu. Am I your family? Only size, Tenase, Ampa, one cannon na, Le Pahua, Dabain, Pabna Brad Junior, Puechumani and Co.
Wotie Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9.
That quote way is attributed to you. Say excessive borrowing. Ghana's economy operating like a Ponzi scheme. Ghana's economy operating like a Ponzi scheme. On our council answer.
Minamkai. Dimitri Chibu.
Dr. Amu Ampacho.
Okay. Bra.
Happy effort.
And ye Ghana Kune or Maya Uyas. Your man Bibri. Your America. Your UK. Germany, China, Korea, Omunira, Omo, Uyasia. Na, se uhe ye maimua. I want to check a crebum in a sense, say, joblessness. Nipenye juma. Heavy importation. Ushe, Niema Ukum here. Ye tato panum ye. you import from somebody's country. Thirdly, Usha, Yabobu Siasa, ye konyinamu yebo. Say, a bind Kenya, sutia public sector salaries. Now, tia interest on the debt, 40 billion is what Ghana owes. No tia principal no, is Kenya answer. Is Jafacom. And semi your mind back. Na sebi. Happy Yankupo is travel around the world. Nama kusku, nama me economist. I mean, be about Nema we know. Let's say, man, Kasa, let's just say, yeah, bro. And the mention is America, almost 30 years, no. Next said you almost in and Sano with 30 years. So, or maybe I started some even worse than us. In Tiasma also Busani say, in the area of joblessness, almost they say, mega economies, you know, the common sense approach. So now here, sir, and my Yamabudi, almost France, I'll call them the first wave of countries. The UK, the US, Germany. They used almost sassy and womanipa and a creative domestic economy. Let's put that aside. In the case of America, they were growing sugar to make sugar cane, cotton to make clothing. So I almost start here. In their case, now so they came to Africa and took us as slaves. Uko UK, almost shepherds. So, and one more so all men wool, and no more men, you know. Bauha, all munipa, and no massasia, almost a shepherd, and almost to be already. Womo he became Henry VII. At that time, Oye law said, Sa wu no omwono, ubia intimi exporto, enko babia, without making the wool become textiles. Se michua drink ko bibimwa. Yan ye cocoa no ye biano. Se ye law be say, nobody should export cocoa beans in its form. Because the bigger value is chocolate. So they mention. Now, so we share Asia for from by then we also the same thing. Woman nipa no one assassin and on the critique domestic economy. And so you see that the strength of a nation is dependent on the resources God gave you. And Nema Nyanko body chair one, and no one how they build the economy. The mention is Ghana joblessness near year wahano. See the any court your home who say, I don't know when you probably putting is a cocoa time. My father was a cocoa farmer. Half of the houses in Kumasi were built by cocoa farmers. So, often even the man of Asifo, come on. Edinyesika. So, ya two sending nego. And as they say, Bibia, ya import. Who import to Bibia? Ghana for Muntian you. Let's say, Bia me ye, Edinyansa ne booming. Who import to be before Bikuma? She said, oh, man, strengthen or strengthen will be cool. So, Obino, why creative jobs on group. Ama, the young people, and one year near maybe, one more year, a dear we are the Akano, near Betama. So, near Sweaty, only assassin now. Boo. Who Italy now to 3 more, left and right. There's no square inch of land there, a vacant. Assassin Yankubo de Mao, a wealth. Uko America, from Los Angeles to San Francisco, there's no vacant land, left and right. Yesterday, Accra to Kumasi, Kumasi to Cape Coast, Kumasi to Tamale. Intimiano, as my can say, yeah, wealthy country. As I say, now Ghana de required a year able 5 degrees above the equator. Greenwich meridian passes through here. The rainfall, the sunshine, the quality of the soil. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, Nema etoma nkofo. And so the reverse naba.
What ye a pahwanda ben were happy 98.9.
Right, 15 minutes after 1. Happy 98.9. And then we are Yanam Wasana, Yamuma Kwaba, Emra, Jumedian. So, of course, it's been quite a weekend full of activities. Weekend, you know. Na Yanisa, Yanshadan Seneboni, so. Na Yanijunkia. Nemomuno, Yanina Daho. Because events are your core here over the weekend, you know. Senka by after president address Enra or I'm sure Senka Manford Yomusabigu Mutipa. But it was all well and good. So after a year, the events are called over the weekend. Here comes a new directive from His Excellency the President. Well, so it's not even an entirely new directive. It's just a reinforcement of the earlier directives. Omaino Yengina ya Jensa Yebediswa Shebuada Eman Yama Jensa I'm saying, I feel you near Dahoa, you near by your Huswa. Yapesi 2-1 more into the baby out here and country piano. Yamuaham Wakwaba, the Pahua, the Benjamin. So we're live here on Happy 98.9. And of course, we're live on our affiliates across Ghana on our Konoba 92.7, Ewa Buno region, Yabedo Masi, Okoye Tamalia, show near live on the SEAM 100.1 FM. And our face Okobol Gatanga Swa, it's live on the SEAM 95.9. Every baby out here and Kabiano Sahoboko dear. Say no enyaye. Into no namanwa ya sheye emran wo so ma yirimu. Nanso na meba no me sheda a very observant and person who say indeed President Ekasa Ghana for 8 years. Ghana for do we take the words of His Excellency very serious? Do we even have any regard for authority? Ewo my we mu there. On the akukudro manpanyi ejina so de kan nsem enra no nanka na no pa me sorry abakrom no ana me ba adwuma no ne me hu ya no nanka ni se me hu ne saa but as amanfo anti o obi ayi nani di ama oman no ana chese niema ekose ne ekona but I believe says when we all put our shoulders to the wheel yeah ya dwen say ye be ye ne ye di ama yaman no yeah nya ne kokoasa asye nye nyam ye ni bropa dia ebe so abapa dia me nyina nti obi am na ni na ho na ofan ye dru so yi dia esremu ento wada enkonko ye se afi na aso ye mu na ye po ogefo ne ade ogefo so ne hwan a ogefo ne wara so and that we'll be looking at a year the post COVID release on Mampenya de ba enra no as it were because there's a lot of information and a president Edema Yen was a statement or the bar Enra Denim. We understand so over 1.2 million Ghanaians have so far been vaccinated. 823 deaths. And I say Yenya Ewa COVID Nimu 350 cases daily, infectious rates. Now Ubuzan say Yanwan is saying the active cases are on my Ghana ya one now known 4,521 active cases as at Friday, July 23rd. Now, so say so far, they are telling us that the hotspots are Greater Accra region and Kumasi metropolitan areas. Now, among for this regard, one more ediama COVID no protocols no, and then I say no. So what happens to a year? All other gatherings are is among for any so on person no. So man penny say no ya de tabuato so enu ti se hyiamu bi na opese oya e kire ni gie ne de anya de obetumi aye so oya yie na bia opese after the funeral ceremony no what's na say na moye bia a dinner party enu no ya twam wo ya wedding e wa sorry dem na opese okoye dinner party enu no ya twam enu ti on memenda no Saturday chairman of Forupokuba eye Mary of Forupoku aware a wo ye no se nyanya me na ye na nke ye na memenda na and ye no a president address ye chia and came to me quite sa dinner na ye call ye no sana president person come here to His Excellency yatwai na asotwe bia so nkoma will be because we are all aware that there's been various engagements amongst any that opania flout COVID rules and regulations no so what happens to other events akoswa among fulfill say observe the protocols near and no trigger the surge in this
my friend say virus no. I'm say we dey we bin kan kun and so no be any baby ade any chere. Events are so in recent times, a lot of events are so. Yeah, ni nyina no ye ani ade ma COVID no. Enti nei no so man panyi be gina simpio so no ka chere say. Ya me ani mre COVID no ho pa na ya observe the protocols. Now Busan say, is it leadership by example? And I send the same one. And every and Komono Yadiba Bremu Ewo Jumedian. So we understand, say, currently there are plans to acquire more vaccines. Now, Yatumi Edia saw Yasi Yasnenisa. We understand, say, plans are far advanced. Says 70 million jobs of the Johnson & Johnson vaccines. No, Ebeba. 249,000 jobs of the AstraZeneca. And so Ebesayaba from the United Kingdom. And I feel 1.2 million vaccines from COVAX and the US government. So it's on its way coming. My health minister, Nadia, on one of the recipients of these vaccines. And anyway, ASM Sebe. But I would say last week, one of the trending issues I don't mind the law, I mean, you pass now, yet the Bram LGBTQ plus. Now, there are lots of comments around. Members of parliament now move this motion. But I mean, are all members going to endorse this move? And members need some more kind of freedom of one why now. Now, and you'll be the catcher say, will be an but come to think of it, Sadeno, Ghana for Yepneso. I don't believe so. And you know, yeah, must support to every voice. Make sure say this bill no is passed or this law no it's passed. Na fe say nyina mransam ne de yatumi atuna se e de afroma mu kra. Eno so yankomo ba kwa yebedi ewo dwumade so ene awie. Of course, somewhere last week John Dramani Mahama Kokan say no Ghana for enhwe nanim bio because wo basa kakai. So, we'll try and find time and discuss it on the show this very afternoon. But there's a statement. The NDC's youth winger, it was Central Region, Eddie Abbas, when it comes to LGBTQ plus, His Excellency the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, want to know who ni jinabia ewasa and semniso. Minim ni omati and yoma huna into omokas and semni. But an area no wadrin yamadrin, and until when nim enyamanim no. Also, bet me at show again. Oh, you know, now the reason behind this statement are Omudiaba and area, but there's also another statement. Them and him have from a year the Chamber for Local Governance. Honestly speaking, last week Anna Meka said this week appointees na list na ma se fa was reme enya dia meboso na enya sakrata we abapa media na nkama to my dream. So this statement is coming from the Chamber for Local Governance. Sherlock and this press release yaba and council crown say delay in nominating MMDCs. President simply not committed to deepening local governance practice in Ghana. And before I made this engagement with a spokesperson, I just want to go through the statement Omode Abano because and some Dioma Burubi Super almost say Oman pe Enya Kumapase mensly puntio no ene na manyo no wo hyemu kena ni tia wa no delay in nominating MMDCs. President simply not committed to deepening local governance practice in Ghana, says Sherlock. The Chamber for Local Governance has noted with grave apprehension the unnecessary and unproductive processes being employed by the president in nominating MMDCs for the 260 metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies across the country, 7 months down the lane. This unnecessary delay by the president has had and continues to have intended and unintended consequences on the smooth administration of the various MMDAs. Ghanaians will recall that soon after the president was sworn into office on the 7th of January 2021, he caused the chief of staff to direct all MMDCs to continue to remain at post, but were expressly warned not to take any major financial decision nor award any contracts until such a time that new MMDCs were nominated and subsequently confirmed by 2/3 majority of the assembly members present and in voting. As a result of this directive, all the MMDAs across the country have not undertaken any new projects, even though they continue to collect property rates, business operating permits, markets and lorry tolls from ratepayers. Yet no capital projects are being undertaken by the assemblies 7 months into the year 2021. Sherlock can authoritatively state without any iota of doubt that the District Assembly Common Fund, which is meant to support the MMDAs to undertake development projects, have also not been released to the MMDAs the whole of this year, all as a consequence of the unnecessary and unwarranted delay in nominating MMDCs. Charlotte therefore finds the unproductive delay in nominating the MMDCs by the President as a sign of the non-prioritization and the seeming lack of interest in the proper functionality of the local governance structures in the country. William, I can't bear 4 paragraphs, but I'm sure, Sir Dr. Richard Fiadomo, President of the Chamber for Local Governance, Sherlock, Ebama, a better understanding of this very situation. Yes, Doc, good afternoon.
Afternoon, my brother.
Yeah, that's it. Now, so I just read bits of your statement. Modeba, I must say, simply put, President Enyadia or Pese or deep in local governance, we need that will and that commitment for local governance and deepening. Tell us why this statement, Amodia Bain.
You know that me chair for you Happy President Otia Kunyashi 2017. Said you're not opposition or president. It took him 3 months to 4 months to nominate MMDCs. Because at the time, no, he said a bad development process now. MMDCs never to me up. And at that time, it was also clear that he had intention to contest the 2020 election. So himself, a senior development project in terms of Ghana, put me say yes for a development project. We'll see on fact MMDCs appointment when we are grab. The same stakeholders on more that and more or consortium more within 3 months of me appointment. Fast forward to 2021, 7 months getting to 8 months now, the president has not nominated MMDCs, but he was quick to nominate his ministers, deputy ministers, and even some chief executive of the state-owned enterprises. So obviously, it is clear to us that the commitment of the president towards the local governance structures in 2017 has considerably changed in 2021, and is simply disinterested in deepening local governance. That is how we have come to our firm conclusion.
But with this, I mean, what kind of ABR vacuum and ABBA in the structures,
January, President Emmanuel Chief of Staff, actually highlighted. Technically speaking, MMDCs, they are just there as laid down. Omutimi take financial decision. Omutimi award the contract. So technically speaking, they do not exist. What it also means is that the chief executive room, only approving authority, in TCK, and then the new year property rate, business operating permit, market tools, any lorry tools now, and assembly engineering and Scanopa assembly. Nobody can appropriate those monies because he needs chief executive. Common fund administrator and then or releasing this is assembly common fund assembly. The money will be sitting in the assembly's account, almost in form of account, because they do not have an approving officer at post. The only person they have at post is the coordinating director, who is the spending officer. Also, he cannot spend if he doesn't have approval from the MMDC. It's clearly development and COSO at the local level. Contractors say the only assembly in 2020, I see 2021. They cannot be paid because today, as we speak, we need financial clearance and approval. Obviously, development projects and cost our assembly. And assembly system is run such a way that assembly members can't no approve budget. Certain projects must be done in the first quarter between January and March. And then you can say they were not substantive MMDC, so those projects have not been done. Second projects should be done in the second quarter between April, May, and June. And then you can say those projects have not been done. That means that third quarter, July is almost gone in the MMDC. And what the President Ghanaian said, the president doesn't have the power to appoint MMDCs. The power the president has is to nominate. On nominative year, I think that this assembly member must rather they will confirm or reject the president and nominee, which will also take a certain process. And you take between 3 weeks to 4 weeks, and sana you go meeting and necessarily this year. You beat me up to me so and I say confirming. So clearly, the delay is unwarranted, and we think that the president here and it doesn't show commitment. Number 2, about me say and a vetting process here. Nipa there you veto once, but this MMDC you see you be the regional vetting and some are national vetting. The bus vetting committee now, the qualification everything is the same. Because national committee again, they catch a region and one and they cover national. So why the double or the duplication in vetting? So we won't say they are all productive processes, because if the president really cares about deepening local governance, 2017 what he did, I don't say annoying. By this time would have had MMDCs at post and they would have been confirmed by assembly members. And we fear that the dinner this week, what it means is that they are not careful. Some assemblies deserve MMDC because the assembly members will give it the opportunity to either confirm or reject nominees.
There seems to be some wave will be across. Ubehuana ubia you post to say enche list nebeba na amanfo mo makumanto mo people should accept the president nominees. Do you have a sense say probably there's a bit of apprehension at the Jubilee House with the lister ebi omo person release, because obviously when this list comes out agitations at various districts from party foot soldiers omo ninja ho any adeno etasi. Do you think that no could be one of the reasons as a delay our watchers are no?
You may that say I don't hear intention that delay, but yes, it is unconfirmed, but I don't know at our level you say you can and what we don't know for a fact. Like I say. But yes, it is Alan Chairman saying yes anything but we have fact and also counting it didn't but I don't know. I said I rumors the I release also.
No, but how connected would that be? I mean, what kind of influence Anna Alan Nebamia factor no ebenya on the appointees so?
Yeah, don't forget say MMDC, you're appointing a ordinary political head our district. So
yeah,
the party itself at the district will have to have some level of allegiance to the MMDC, because on I say all resources are say between the aqua. It politically, the president will be say the other support on a bit. It means that the president supported Alan Chairman, the other supported Chairman. So supported by Omia, so over MMDC, other supported by Omia, because in your point, they are the ones that are going to be on the ground to make sure, say, politically, the party gets a certain advantage. And also, but officially we know, say, vetting process is not easy, and it was necessary and very lengthy, and then I'm not delaying, but on the ground, there are some political machinations as well going on.
But so, with this statement, much as say by the close of the week, less than now it's becoming, unbecoming. But meaning, what's your opinion about regional ministers? As Oma take cover. Now, a lot of operations and MMDCs do you think as a government, are you okay with the current process now?
You know, I don't know, say no. Regional ministers they don't know their job. Because the regional minister, you are in charge of the RCC, and RCC is a regional coordinating committee. You are supposed to coordinate the MMDCs and the MMDAs on activity. But there are no MMDCs. If you call Greater Accra regional minister, no, so operate demolition, only that to me, it's an illegality. And it's high time we pointed out to comfort you and use the Juma Ye, and wouldn't run.
Dr. Richard Fiadomo, Abasubadi amount for the boy and record to say, or Juma, no acquire demolition waha, Ubo no acquire evacuation waha, Ubo no clear a pathway near Deno. You are saying, sir, Nina Anunya Juma as a regional minister.
No, regional minister and record to Nimne Juma.
Juma.
Yes. For you, it is wrong for a regional minister to go and do demolition. It is wrong for them to go and do evacuation and all this. And yet, district assembly in Juma, it is district assembly in your operation, and then you as regional minister, then you coordinate. And then I tell you, regional minister of massive 80-meter demonstration, and I saw Yapoko Kunkofo. I think some of our regional ministers are just going beyond their bounds. They should take their time, study the act, local government act, no more somewhere. It is wrong for a regional minister to order the military to go and stop people who are demonstrating. Who gives you that power? The fact that we are chairman of the regional defense and security council, no, it is when the security council is sitting, then you are the chairman. But soldier for the police for ordinary day to day, no, IGP, and he said you chief of defense staff, and I will take instruction from. So we have a regional minister misbehaving in Kumasi and people died. And then we have a great Accra regional minister creating the impression as if he's doing demolition and other things. So the Jumano or Jumano is not the issue, but once there are no MMDCs, the assemblies are not properly constituted. No, he doesn't have that power to do what he's doing. But of course, you're correct demolition and you're correct decongestion. It will keep quiet over it. But I will not say Jumano or is a friend is saying but he doesn't have the power to do what he's doing.
But Doctor, more chamber for local governance. I don't know, but from where you sit, and most of us are as a local governance watchers, you know. I'm of an opinion, so probably the government feels to say, MMDC for Nankasa, the caliber of persons are you or more. So I'm on that district, metropolitan, any municipalities now no. A bit more how to me say, and don't you think, sir, it's all well and good, somewhere, somehow, sir, you bet me scrutinize the lists. So when we come out, we bring the best out. Obiabe, you're okay with?
That's I know the any problem.
I say.
2017, 3 months, they appointed MMDC.
As I make a choice, as 3 months appointment, in the BNK, and to the away, Edge Brenner.
And then it means that the president is not on top of his job. Because so who are appointed will be not say entry today, the president should know so Richard Siadomo, who said we were this city, one you would it would be done all the but to come and say you're vetting regional level, that's about vetting national level. What is it about the criteria at the region and criteria at the national? Into what I mean, regional vetting committee now, who qualification not a masters. Within 1 week, 2 weeks now, local national masters never to start. It will be changed. So, what is the essence for the duplication of the vetting committee? What we know is we only vet people once. Are you vetting people twice? Is it an interview process or is it a vetting process? This is a vetting process. Then Nipa now, vetting everything about team criteria and everything is set. So how do you get that same information and move up and send that information to the top again? And it's obvious that there is some political machinations going on, and that is why they are doing what they are doing. But you see, here we are civil society organizations, and we have the step that the delay of nominating MMDCs is hurting the assembly, and that is our clarion call.
But Dr. Richard Fiadomo, final one, because we heard paragraph 5 of my statement now, Moka about a year, the non-disbursement of the District Assembly Common Fund now. So what happens to the system if for like 7 months no funds have been allocated? Meanwhile, the assemblies J property rate any idea from traders, any businesses are what happens? Who takes care of the monies assembly no air crew no?
Yeah, your bet is as good as mine. And that is not the essence. Those property rates and business operating permits, they are development fund. Development fund. This kind of pass. And I think maybe just start to account 6 months, 7 months, I tell you, that is not the purpose. And if the delay continues, it will just be in the assembly, and then every then they will be worshipping it.
Udim, Mami now was say area for your time, but just hang on for me now. You're deep in this conversation area because even last week we said say by the close of the week, not less than I mean, we'll do a blackout on this conversation. But I mean, only God knows where this statement came from. Amen. They cry man airtime, but essentially, your person might need 2 points na no. Now, I'm fa engineer Amon Korte Emra or an expert in local governance. I'm sure so nimno was serve that presiding member or the then AM minum or Ramon Korte Mahain.
Yeah, I mean, you are design.
Boko engineer, so where there.
Oh, Naminadum, who Godfred now visiting me, meaning the share baby.
I'm a Godfred, Anna.
Everywhere, Godfred Ado.
Because engineer mo Godfred ye mi hia ne pa.
Hey, me
tell in catch up. You Yanisa, Yantony Bonnie so the But you remember say about 2 weeks ago, Naya didn't come about local governance, and we even talked about Greater Accra Regional Minister, Nijubedi Awodie, Ewan Kraya, Yabona Baswa, Yebusa say, I mean, the SO no, no. So bet me I go to a municipality or a metropolis. Now wakoye demolition, evacuation. You raised a lot of issues. So here comes a letter from the Chamber of Local Governance. Yeah, Omoka say, President, the commitment to local governments very low because on to me all these appointments. Do you share in their sentiments, engineer?
Oh yes, I think they should have added say or SETI. The infrastructure development clock, either a market time and I was setting a back.
Oh,
yes.
Exactly.
Because if you study the NPP for the past 4-5 years, because end of this year in 5 years, over a almost way of managing local government now. They are more centralized than decentralized. Yes. On the time we create 4 more ministries are performing local government functions. I complain about it. This time where you 3 free and we back sanitation. Sanitation, technically, a local government ejuma. But me say omu pese omu set up a juma bidima sanitation by giving it some function. Be say omu be establish recycling plant, treatment plant. Ne sa anya manema. But ejuma ni nyina no a local government ejuma. Still a local government ejuma. So what are you doing? Why do you want to create some interdependency ministries? Normally, it is not helping anyone. You are managing this here and there. One who send their food crops prices cost.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, 4 years in NPP, Omuchire and say, yeah, the common fund, part of it, you do planting for food
and jobs.
Planting for tree. And I don't know.
Planting for food and jobs.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
You be almost say size percentage now. You did planting for food. Food because we spent a lot of money. 20% of common fund for each district assembly, it went into planting for food.
Oh, by recently, a Greek minister, we can say, that program a suffer because one COVID neighbor muntino, even producers of fertilizer, any inputs, some farmers a suffer. Recently, them say the media budget review, finance minister Peso Dekono. Opeso raised by 274 million Ghana cedis for the project again. And for now, from the ministry, that
we are not
program, it's somehow dead.
And yet the minister account. Talking about Tikana, Tianko for Kana, a Jumana Omuya output to Yenguno, and the minister candidate or Kanatem. We are looking at the output. And yet the Oka said the Oka will be able to make the open. But the output, because the people must see the food.
No, but were those monies, used for its intended purpose?
And that is what we are asking for. Because, as an NPP, Bebano, I keep telling you, say, now the threshold of your common fund now, your channel, now at that 7.5% of the total national revenue. And I'm about to about 5. I'm to about 5, and so why, and almost identity the district assemblies what to do with the money. And no crown a defeatist policy because the district assemblies they are supposed to be the highest political authority. And I also saw more directives. And it's assembly members to be with their MCER. And their decision on because they are directed on the Omu. So now they are going to rely on only internally generated funds. Now, assembly do what? Almost revenue, expected revenue is about 800,000 the whole year. Apart from almost what baby to say, and crying, I let the cuckoo crow or no more estates, or more big businesses.
Yeah.
What grabbing normally wale a municipal name one wire. Who could pesca everyone?
Draw bonso
district. Who could just can everyone? Or me or Pana or your protection on our codis Cavino.
Happy 98.
What would you mention? And you know some of the about majority of the assemblies, they rely on the common fund. Also, what at the Omuka almost a year. MC out in the Babanswa, one farm, and yet 91 years. And in Nama, a lot of people are grumbling. People are calling for fix the country because we're sharing the future. Monchimonka Dahono, Yemeye. Road that coin, I mean, say, is your toy road, not I mean, it's more. Everybody is complaining. Market, Ajija, Palatibia, I mean, say, school, Balai, and Kalai, the Omukuku, at the form of Mutrabia. People are going to complain because all these things fall under the socio-economic development of the district. And to say, MC in Ma, what are you trying to tell the people?
But me can say ABR is a new style being adopted because it's not even a convention and it's not stated in any statutes. And the government has no defense for this delay. Just ABR politically, the willpower now also exhibits no Anna Emma.
No, that is not it.
What is it?
The issue is the economy is in a fragile state. We are doing what you call hand to mouth. As a country. Now, I don't know why Ghanaians who say a chrono a yabo.
Because my Ghana no a yabo.
A yabo, a yadru baby a Greece for Kodru.
Oh, sir, recession no.
Exactly. Almost discarding now or mine. I say a more loan cry a young baby a debashe. And no be na 2 years.
And then yes, how can you say the ananya appointment in the Grana? Enkosia Ghana no.
Na appointment no MCs never buy a appointee woman. A scabbing or the Bayer Dumano. Yet the Omuka 1 year. The Ben ever Pescamo or more Tatia.
So how can the system work like this if, like you are saying, and I mean, evidently clear, so for past 7 months, the appointments are so districts in Ankasana or more LGBTQ revenue on their own. No, so no wonder say. When you pass some areas, among folks who say sanitation activities and Kosonia day. So what should we do about the system? Act quickly.
We also find ourselves in a way we can't talk because politicians committed. Enti ube statia kasape yebeka say yebe brandu NDC ni uye MPP ni na kasape yesi wo say party no mika say nso no adi nso so how uti kwa mu na say ka ni nye na odi ti ko hwe ka no dade enu mu a ho na obehu nyansa ukofie obehu say adi mi tipa na mi ahwe adi mu say ukoda obehu nyansa sa uko market na ko tishi upa na odi ti pem ho a no one say market na nke yeni ya nka nkotenhwe. These are issues affecting practically. So I say, but the people are not complaining. Nobody is complaining.
Do you also think, sir, regional ministers now are in charge of the regional coordinating councils and so a role to play? Because for now, it appears that regional ministers and so. And Greater Accra and Ashanti, you see how visible they are. But a Juma no moye no and down my bem. I mean, should also add their voice to it. And then your moye na yabo mabaso no.
Ashanti region, he is visible in notorious activities. On your bibi papa bia ho. Say nkwala ye demonstration. Usi me command so that force yen kobo wo. I mean, then nkwala scout for private nya kobo wo no. I just all the soldier for na ekoho. What does that mean? I know now say wo ye bibi no. He is doing nothing. Oh, Greater Accra, yes, he has stepped in the shoes of about 10 MCs. Well, somebody will say it is productive. Somebody will also say, yeah, he's lowering the bar. It depends on where you are standing from. I mean, where you are watching the whole activity from. Because if we want to push further, the question is, where is he getting funds to do whatever he's doing? Because the District Assembly Common Fund, 2.5% penny for administrative purposes. But now he's doing things like executing projects. And these are serious areas. Somebody can ask questions. But Obiati one here because, yes, he's bulldozing his way and everybody is watching.
Answer, the last time he didn't come, sir, Abobuloshi demolition, or a denya scano, or a then raise 500,000 at the year resettlement. What's your name, Bawonka?
Mamin and quite kakra, baby. Odemekono, Ode Mamin quite kakra. The engineer, you be who baby is scanning free later.
No, but when are we going to do the checks and balances to make sure, sir, funds are ABI call into a project?
The account committee is there.
Yeah.
If they have not given you any money and you are using your own pocket money, we will find out later. But for now, let's keep watching.
So if a Chamber of Local Governance for a statement like this, even though and yet mandatory, I mean, should the government consider some of these and, I mean, do the necessary?
Of course. But if it's successful for 4 years. So you can decide not to listen to anyone. You do your own thing. After the 4 years, the people will come and ask you questions. And then if they vote for you, fine. If they don't, you go and sit somewhere. Then another government comes. Because what can we do? We are getting into 8 months. Nothing is moving in the various districts. Even they are doing nothing. And
then they can make a Dr. Richard Fiadomoni say, and no could also be a reason. So now, the first batch I had to buy for first time, probably, I mean, concerns a buyer say being chat adeno. So now, what do we do? Why don't we scrutinize them enough? Because not even Dr. Richard Fiadomo can say, oh, who be that say, yeah, regional vetting. Near Sabe, Jubilee House vetting. Still, Yentiminia nominations. Don't you think that they are trying to scrutinize them well? So when the list comes out, na who did they need them no ebia abrase?
Well, there are so many things going on under the local government system. Under Nana, there are so many things going on wrongly anyway. But what can we do? I mean, the central government, or a tendency of centralizing, and the people must demand decentralization. And as we all know, Ghanaians everybody is like watching when nobody is making any move. I don't want to lead any demonstration over this. Dr. Jumo or any other person, including yourself, nobody wants to move. So we all have to sit down and watch them. They are in charge. They can come and tell us stories. People are complaining, and nobody seems to care. It is just too horrible what is happening, because infrastructure development must sit down. Then you put policies, other policies on them. But as we speak now, we don't have the infrastructure development. It is nowhere to be found. Kakrebia, etitemu kwano, ubo say drain bi wa ha na jai, ubo say kwan bi wa ha na amenese, ubo say market bi for some time obi amefa ho. What is happening?
Well, gentlemen, finally, I just want your opinion on this, because now the current minister, AOB are more experts in local governance, more touts in the credentials. So when it comes to local governance, they are Honorable Dambuchi or Tiase or Tigem Nasepa recently or in charge of new regions creation or Yenimniama or But as on this, he's been so silent. What's going through your mind? First, Engineer Monkote, Minister now, so what's happening?
These are central government policies that the minister cannot do anything about it. One who say, in 70 Biwawa, Debiaya Michiramu say, we a minister, and now we a stakeholder somewhere in a central government, and the central government policy, you can't do otherwise. The obit me I answer you resign. Say, I did a hammering. I have to resign. When resign here, you have to just adjust and defend it like that. And you have to defend it. Now, because at this stage, if you call him and ask him what is the delay, what is causing the delay, he's going to tell you something. Not as here. Yes, they decided to do regional whatever and pruning it down. Yeah, that's how I call it, because what they did there, you can't call it vetting. They could do that. Elections now. Count to a ballot now. I mean, we are the local government, but the pruning down. And only someone here was more. They are political. Exactly. And this was what the questions they were asking them. And then now call him you. We are now going to talk about, say, now the top class minister, the secretary of the party, the co-minini, now the president has the final say. So what is holding the president from announcing the names? What is holding the president? Dr. Richard Fiadomon Pacho. Yeah, on the issue, I'm about the minister, the silence, what do you saying?
Oh, sorry, I heard what I'm on Minister, the appointing of the MMGCs, the worst he can be doing is over facilitating, but only control, right? Young fast so one of anything I really is young money and I young can ask them, because ultimately, Nipa is nominating MMDC is a president. So it is the responsibility of the president to ensure so the more timelines, not say you make the timelines. So if and then we are not working with any timelines, it goes to confirm that the president is simply not interested in deepening local governance in this country, and that is what we are seeing.
So if it stays till the end of the year, what will happen, or what should citizens expect?
Oh, we pray we don't get there. Well, but yeah, after a week or two, we will increase our advocacy, and then you will educate Ghanaians. The implication of us not having MMDC, the president because we are paying rates, we are paying money to the assembly. We expect the assembly. Assembly is a service institution. They didn't introduce car service, so clearly, that is what we will do. But we pray that before the end of this week, the president will do the needful and give us the names of the MMDCs that have been nominated. Now, informal assemblies now. Assembly members.
Okay, well, gentlemen, and now I say a very for your time. And we are Dr. Richard Fiadoma, president of the Chamber for Local Governance, Shalog, Onona. Ninsasha Sakrata Nasi Anafi, one aspect in local governance, engineer Monkote, and Omokasa and the Omakasa Papa. See a casa Memamra, say Neseko. Because when the system seems to be crumbling, struggling, no be a yinania team, and the Buzaunsa and Potamu, what's the level of sanitation? When baby out to Charlie, I'm out for a brepa, and there's no action going on. Obi sorry, also a worker of a sanitation company. O coach your betches qua onyare, and so was Juma, ye marking for the day. So why are we doing this to ourselves? Till when? An appointment in Baba. Me last Friday, na me say killer. Se besi fiada na numre. Adia bechin memenda. Now list the name ya. We'll give it a blackout. Only for this statement to come out from a Shalom say, Omokra no was on penny, oni pepase, or bepeja mensni impuntu in a manonimu. Now, so your presidents, Nasi ya can't send be say Chrawa. Utumu say, honestly, in Traye, anywho. But maybe and command dosu name. Also, president did talk about a year covered no. Any boy, ye buya near goo a yan shishayasua, say, etuatisa, try etre.
na okampo about the setting up of an institute. Yeah, ebetumi aboama yetumi produce vaccines ewo maimu. But for now, where we've gotten to when it comes to COVID, no, and he said yes, DME afano. I mean, Dr. Kwadwo Samuel Kusi, you're a senior research fellow. Immunology department or the Noguchi Memorial Institute. Any commona yanshi ayam shishen ho en common kakra. Doc, Mahain.
Yeah.
Sir Mohoya dear.
Yeah, I hope so.
Jan kakra, and then na ya tutu ya nisanka. Eja kokobo mampanyi boye no nkiebe hunu ho adanse e okru nanso asianti yempu. From where you sit, what do you see?
Earlier than I can my implementation and a problem.
Happy FM.
A problem because President can't assume there was a you two on a mona, yeah, Shetana, the start forces are direct. You see, and get 10 out and I pay minimum the team will say. Now, who say they are more time to implement this? I think the earlier the better to get things in place. Then, just even 24 hours delay, we mean how much infection can spread with this. The end implement that directly.
But so you have a sense to say, as a yama yanin call restrictions ni huye on.
And you got to watch it. You got to watch it, Papa. And the president to kind. I also, yeah, you have to go back to that thing. Now, yeah, mask wearing especially. I know the most important one now. Hand washing, social distancing now is very important. I think the critical one is the mask wearing. I know now because probably finding it difficult to wear. Now, the only program that is not essential. The program who could you in the yeah, dear, bro. Any programs are you did the tenacity son of kind. How you mask? There's no way with me as a mask. The tenacity no because we can't the second time like the first one no we share the number of people who died in this Rubia compared to Amama in between. How long can we continue riding on luck? Also, you take your destiny into our own hands, making sure that you do prevention protocols. And so now,
but Doc, more at the forefront of this fight. Honestly, Obiane the perception and the level of reasoning as to whether saving COVID, real or otherwise. But more experts, Mami who say, Nyamianimni Adinehu. But why do you think, say? I mean, empenyufo na omo edi animu no. Omo ntumi and make sure say the protocols are strictly enforced. Now say ye ani no. Is it fear of Sabia? People will deny them their voting rights. Any adintino. Yen can be but so omo nya me and show omo ana. Does it also come as a worry to more frontliners,
It's a big worry. Sir, we're a life and death situation. They also obey and President Nakasaka, so we know how to bring back the economy, not human life. They also overprotected life. But of course, we always try to balance things. Here we are. What are the effects? But we do point here. They are going forward. It becomes even more difficult. The mask wearing is starting from last year, March. Then I can mommy June. By this time, we are new. We are watching. Mission needs to be mask at India. Okay, now, yes, not I come. And because you did just do whatever I ever start to see, and also it has to be sustained. Because when you are here, next year, you need to say, ever come for some time. And now, the prevention protocols now are best chance at fighting this. Then also is someone you never said. And so say we are still for and the America say I not see the ground. You say you let your guard down ever again. We maintain our foot on the pedal now. They also you spreading within our community.
Answer the last time Namo can be about pressure on our ICUs and other treatment centers. So now with the increasing rates, what's the situation like?
Only the Ghana Medical Association paying for now. You do work very yes. Most of the treatment centers normally have full capacity. You see, I don't know. Sorry, we more or see you. We probably we are approaching that way. And I only say, and you said, your staff facilities need to be doing. It's a grand on. Say, now our movie date, not as I determined why they got that bed this one now. Why and only 100 empathy between like I said, we are more than no sharing mask. We shall mask. Now we'll say social distancing. Only the what now, baby? We are in now. Where you won't fix that trouble. Well, it's in idea. I was it's taking it very serious. Now you're observing.
Well, but final one now, Minja or Doc, Kwajasa Mwakusi, public gatherings, for instance, our marketplaces, any other areas, it appears a challenge with, but Jamikope Bibia Bedinti, Yani Agum said, a man for Dada, Akoni Abane, ABCP. But at this critical point, what are some of the suggestions? Do you think that government should make sure it's well laid out? I mean, and man Jensen, because gone are the days of social distance in public transport, reducing the number of passengers, vehicles, with this current address. But a bit me up why no.
I think immediately one of the key things would have the simplest things hand washing. Two, wearing of the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a crowded market, mask. Now, better say crowded market, I won't mask. The mask wearing is very critical. Crowded market, show mask. And no take risk by so much.
I see.
It maybe out as a two market. It has economic consequences. That is it. They're making sure that we market at least push our mask. So, even if you are crowded now, it's still the risk of infection by so much.
Mm-hmm.
The mask wearing is very, very important. And and also you enforce it to the letter. The directive serious now there. Now, as time goes on, not the other ones not be. They do media. They are sure that they are shamas year. And that's it. By so much. You do point. I was a total lockdown. But you do we must know not as you are inviting the government. Somewhere now, from even tighter restrictions. Because those tighter restrictions are indeed the things. Well, now you do those tighter restrictions.
Okay, well, Dr. Kwajo Asamoah-Kusi, we are now say, or no, a senior research fellow, immunology department on the Gucci Memorial Institute. But Dr. Jehu Apia, a former general secretary of the Ghana Medical Association, a public health expert, a member of the opposition's COVID response team. Doc, good afternoon. Sorry to keep you waiting, but you said,
No, I was enjoying what the senior friend was also talking about from the Gucci.
Fantastic. So tell us, what's your general impressions now?
Oh, general impression there. More than you do the body is doing that. You know, young woman. No mom, young person with young Bokakra. Oh, send the example. What will show my hand and non share that COVID in the war. Send that, anyone that walk with you, can say another way she is because Nasa, saying be pay, no bucket in the day. One hour walk she is, I know where you answer, Obiari in your COVID. Obama, Sinamopolo, will get the day, COVID for you. And see, leadership by example is so important. And see, more can I mean, again, since a baby, you know. Yeah, I can hear that a year than you had no, you, Okodu, Lydia, you may. And see, much rather. I can't know that you're too much, but they wouldn't reach you. But when I use one nose mask on you, sanitize on all the protocols in a year, the baby I hear, we are, yeah, banana, I show no. Woman, you're from where you do. You're up to Ghanaians there. And then also, mask that will carry and show me and share. Only a citizen, San Henry. I've done this with my age, say, yeah, this all didn't work with Baba. The more you way through the man can there. One that genuinely want to monitor mask, no. Can we have some distribution points? Obi want to go to a mask every week. Make sure that one home now. o said the bit and that the quite be idea and a patterns now. Young friend or man paying president that can want something to that. The mean be no here, Papa, go be over your woman. Because the Ghana Queen only 1.2 million no vaccination and out of 22 million okay than Chapel and woman. In semester, you know, that will be I will be Gara also put one of the Papa. One night, Yenny Subanin, one will with a Yabba in one, Yanka, Yabano. Indeed, by one hour was the propaganda, the Ghana was the first or the second in Africa, the magic. But I said the magic, the woman here, we.
Yeah.
Beauty contest, another football match, I can use the first and the second. Also, the pandemic, once you bring yourself to that complete sense to be over here. We have done well and we are doing well. It's not true. We have not done well and we are not doing well. I think about you, you know, see, him to say, we are consuming that they are putting beer, I'm going to one away them saying, I can't know what the gamble. And see, woman, when you get a second. My president, I can do the senior health advisor team 1 0. You're on pension. You're Canada. We are on to do the right things now. But
Dr. J. Wapia, so with this address from His Excellency, were you expecting sort of a tougher measures than what he spoke about yesterday?
Oh, the measures no okay, Narayan, but I was expecting more. There, okay, the means you have to man. Another year to a distribution center to be.
Okay.
I'm a you know. One good thing ahead. Only the vaccine institute now also better now. For me, it's a wonderful thing.
Good.
Long overdue. And to say, that's what I had a year, year. Almost what you ever see, apart from COVID, you ever see what's in Wabo. And I think it's a good idea. And also, we are getting free vaccination from the US and from the European countries. For me, it's good. For me, I income. I got one more find living. I know what vaccinating when you do whatever you do.
Doc, Mami now I say area for your time and input. Honestly, you've said this as a professional, devoid of politics. Where you man now, Nyankopo Nshawati.
Also,
and I say, Dr. Jehuapia, former General Secretary of the Ghana Medical Association, also a member of the Minorities COVID Response Team. But Mami Famufa Krum, na President Kasawiye no. Amanfo e de ho ayam hihie e observe protocols na. Said ye akoye no akwase nei omampani kasa. Amanfo mpese omode be yasem. But emra wo krom ha. Se so mu a na uni kamafo a ana hu se nyame yodo. Sadiq Abubakari ye Northern Regional Correspondent. Wa sheda nante tamali krom ho. Edwom ne station wa wo di achi ahwese. Amanfo di buo mo mampani no mo observe the protocols or the whole video scribe on Facebook Happy 98.9. Sadiq, good afternoon. Hello, Sadiq. Humaneso. Menya Sadiq back on the line now. Wamaye an update from the Northern Regional. So, and you President didn't use nearby, no. Unam Krumu awano uhuniama saying. Busa ho say amanfo edi nidie sefata my His Excellency the President normal observe the protocols and Sadiq, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Don.
Na say what tamale awie
tamale yeboko
yeah the radias so can we be trying after President's address on COVID and restrictions na yeah tighten no tamale kromu no say na amanfo ejitumufa.
Yeah, Don, informally, it's as if they didn't even listen to the president. Majority of the people I spoke to told me that they are not even aware that COVID is still in town.
Majority of the people you spoke to said they are not even aware COVID is still around.
And from the videos I've sent, you realize that for Ababu Market, not even a single person was wearing a nose mask or observing the distancing as presented.
And I see school kids. I see some school kids. I mean, in the market area, maxless. Are they?
Yes, Yes, they are all entering the market. Where I had a shot was at the entrance of the market. And you realize that almost all those moving in and out, it was at the central market that I saw only one person in nose mask. The rest were maskless.
And their reason is they don't even think that COVID is still in existence.
That is it.
Number two, and no one to say president a national address on COVID.
Yeah, I asked them about it, and many seem not to be even aware that the president even addressed the nation last night.
Hey,
when I wanted to link one of them for us to talk to him on, he told me that these are some of the things that we would do and bring the attention of government to them so that they will come and start harassing them in the market. For them, they don't like that, so they wouldn't speak to anybody, and I should move away because they are not really. Because they have the feeling that if they speak to me, that we, the media, will hype it and the president will start harassing them in the market.
No, but Mibo, I'm not there. I mean, it doesn't even come in because you move about the feedback urban. People are aware of areas. People are blind to the protocols. But tell us, with this video and the way our markets there's a bit of congestion within the market itself. One share there whose spaces are amount for to me create even a social distance environment. So how are they coping within the market environment, without observing these protocols,
According to them, since they thought COVID was gone, they are doing their market as usual. And they even told me that before the Salah, it was massive than this.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Salah time, Oman share mask,
Yes, Oman share mask and Oman observing social distancing. Yeah.
But are there no sort of a security detail a move around to make sure people comply? Enforcement in the Jumania day, she knew what's our own.
There is nothing like that.
Yeah.
And even the district assembly some time ago provided Veronica packets at various points in the market. Moving around, I was trying to just see if I could see such one so that I can take a picture of it. But none of them was around. I don't know whether they have taken them home or they have just decided to hide them somewhere. But none of them were there.
I see. But also markets, where your markets, ma'am?
I went to two markets. The videos are of two. We have the Abu market and the central market.
Okay, the Abu market and the central markets.
Yes.
Nina wa Tamale.
Yeah, Nina wa Tamale.
And it's the same story.
It's the same story. It was only at the central market that we saw only one person wearing the nose mask. So
it's not like Abia Max in the and because we understand that down here, and after the address, Max and the prices crash as here as a shoot up. And what they're saying.
And what is even surprising is that, during the pandemic, you realize that mask sellers were around the various markets because you will not be allowed to go in without a nose mask. Yeah. So you will easily get there, buy it, and enter. But today, when I went, I didn't see anybody upset selling nose mask or trying to do anything regarding the COVID.
Sadiq, Unim, Koswa and the monitor. So we come back to you near day 2 after the presidential address. How are people complying? Okay. Mamina Sadiq Abubakar Yasi, Onoya with our affiliate station, the same 100.1 FM. Ewa Tamale na meba sefa. Yebedim komo wati nyaboche. Yebedim komo pa na yare ya amafu abu nuegu omasun. But Eric, Datson. A Central Regional Youth Organizer of the NDC. Woman at the Kratabia Basse. His Excellency the Vice President, Antunanum, Ewo Trumutunuhu. Because honestly, Crawford Kasafa who tia papa. Now I don't know why almost single out the Vice President said on Chena Jane Ewo, but Eric Datson, Ewa Human. So I branch here in the Dano, or Babo Jacob Square, we say. Wajiji party sika one fanya event no. Eric say wabafia akra so da. Emma say akom no nchiremu say de be nipa be hunu nipa ban no. Enu nti na ase yetu sa kwan no.
Asam ya wo de.
Enya ne de so a nchiremu nti a.
Agro ya wo de pia.
Dabi echiremu akom no nchiremu so ho ye de boss.
Oh, Chedia Puadaro, mammy, what they search your concron.
Okay, thank you. But what the statement about His Excellency the Vice President, Emmanuel Hune stands on a year LGBTQ plus, you know. Why?
Many of them, Mamma, that was in a means here with C4. Now, if you say, okay, some commodity, and now be I say, Potocas is a pendulum bob, it's LGBTQ discussion, no? A pejanity or main one na quacoda. A peja na quacoda. Namrabiano Sansam Webana ye can. You hear voices on it. Ye near the Dr. Mahmoud Baumia chia from the time of Bayer running mate in 2008. Ebe Pim to 2021 or your vice presidency. Opening and tone and moon to show I was Sansam Honda.
Now then, does it matter?
It matters most. You see, a dom any sunny or son takrache. Onyabema, you see, Dr. Baumia is not just a vice president or ye chromosome ni mapa. Na chromosome Koran no, sa Koran na emra ye swear into office as the vice president of the land or did take the oath of office now. Uko Surah Al-Araf 80-81 now versus now. So copiously against LGBTQ practices. A condemn emphatically. And it is incumbent on Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, a certain vice president of the land, and an astute Muslim said, same way Ebanasi can, he should have an opinion on it. Only about Dr. Baumia, you'll be a Krumhanum, or be a papa with Kanakene. He is very, very vocal and vociferous. A Krumhan Kolan was more push squad about Yatsima commentary.
Pacho, don't let's belittle the office of the vice presidency to that, me Pacho P.
But what I want to
no, but you can't liken. I mean, you can't figuratively suggest to say and Kodan boss more post to cry no akobo commentary. I mean,
me Pacho say Okasa. Ensemu bi okabi mo asemu bi abeba betwemu no enko wu without Dr. Baumia having a voice on it. It's yekoba ne senator LGBTQ discussion on can hobi.
So momo suspicions and saying
me issue na making one him say sir global society of LGBTQ practitioners no omo sika omo the finance politicians na yesi se onsa show bi anu mu a ombo na pampem and then say more than so wonka. And no, who said, Sir Dr. Baumia ain't me in Kansas way bia. Is it presupposing says said you the fracture? Okay. The allied politicians in the country are LGBTQ society ne sponsor omo. And until so become one either against or for it. The people will come after him. And then me know say MPs no be as sponsor the bill on LGBTQ. Says Embraer beji tumwa eba criminalize LGBTQ practices in Ghana. And not Dr. Baumia can't try and say Sambra pona ya deba no ono oji tumwa na so jintu. He should have a voice, especially when he is the vice president of the land. And he's the vice president to the president Akufo-Addo. In the first place, President Akufo-Addo say LGBTQ practice is bound to happen. You understand? When President Akufo-Addo was pushed the wall, I see a basic cry and breso. A basic cry and breso. You see him there. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia, he is the proxy of the President Akufo-Addo. President Akufo-Addo pushing, tacitly supporting him to become the NPP flag bearer, and possibly, if Ghanaians allow, become the first gentleman of the land. It's also Omanpeni Akufo-Addo bound to happen. No, is he preparing Dr. Baumia to become the president? Now, Oba
no, but you also admittedly said
to build a very solid religious image. It is the same way about the moral fiber of society, no? An astute figure, an astute politician, a leader of Dr. Baumia's kind cannot be quiet on it. And the earlier he comes to speak for or against it, it will help his own image.
No, but I mean, we are working with structures. Obviously, if the president has not given an official position on it, I mean, do you think, sir, it's appropriate for the vice to go behind the president and make a comment on this?
This has got nothing to do with presidential structures.
Oh, you think so?
Is it
vice now on his own, then he makes his position known.
It is not governance issue. These are matters of religion and morality.
No, but it's also a matter of states. That's why the state has, an interest in this.
So what is stopping Dr. Bawumia from speaking?
He is not the president. The president has not spoken.
He must speak as an individual. Look. Let us not give him a lacuna to run away.
No, but I'm also telling you, how the whole thing should be handled. No, you believe, sir, on his own, he can come out and make his position known.
The president Akasabia, if I am to go by my argument is simple. The president Akasa, the president say it is bound to happen. So why doesn't Dr. Bawumia want to corroborate the point of his president?
Eric, that's the
practice is bound to happen. It's the leader of the country, His Excellency, so if Dr. Bawumia also believes in the point of his president, he should speak and corroborate it.
You've said enough. The leader of the movement for Bawumia, the Baus, Duncan Opoku-Boateng Bombay, Emran Komeimu. Bombay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Don.
That's a say, boss.
Oh, Boko, master of the airwaves, Boko.
I said, what can you mean? And I won't file copy my.
Uti, don't he?
Yay.
But I suppose, Nanka, maybe Banta, Branty, and so we no come. I'm a Makuma, Jimmy, to go straight to the point. And it's me, and I said, yet the tree of Maya, or my teacher said you, and now could you, and then you could walk. Now, Vice President, who say, encourage to more the editor Mangua. No, about the press conference, and Gradin a multitude a mango. And Gradin a multi a mango, Sabi, and Yunajumano. The Vice President was elected as Vice President to come and see to contribute to the group of the country that we call Ghana. You should make sure that the economy of Ghana grows, the economy of Ghana booms. We get money to manage the affairs of Ghana. The unemployment rate is decreased. The youth in the country get job to do. As we have done it, unemployment association that we had in the era of NBCP group, we have eradicated it. And now those unemployment youth graduates are now in NAPCO and a lot of such job opportunities. That is what Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia was elected to come and think of, but not to think of that trivial and mad-like practice. If somebody has chosen to do lesbianism, gayism, and whatever, how should the Vice President put his attention on that, neglecting what is assigned to his office as the Vice President to see to the group of the nation and be talking about gayism?
But Bombay, what was say? What your Quran quote to be crossed? And come some the crack cassette, yes, I didn't think about it. Say, Bawumia, Ebemia, who need Jinabia.
Don't you, but I didn't understand. Let the country think of relevancy. I didn't hear Boa man, I see a dear Comodie. Now, dear Bob, my best say, or mine, so dear, whom some young. No, more my humanity as I trap for Mama Humanity. Mama, we are seeing you as a gay, me a dumbo. It's not a Ghana forces also. It's a Ghana 24 to not that your man, the mere Soswada, yeah, man, gave me root. I did be also super baby, woman, and more attention, a gay root. Obi on tea, and me as a CMO interview, that's a my attention, now got that gays in this one. What do you want? You know, so about it. Now at the papa, you know, now I twisted to become something that does not bring anything to the country. That's what I'm trying to tell these people. They should be centered their arguments on a wealthy things that will promote the group of the nation. Or provide the alternative governance. When you are opposition, God so good, no, you are the number one position party in the country. So you should center your arguments on nation building. Provide us alternative government. Not all the time to center your arguments on trivial issues. Yeah, when we take our time to discuss lesbianism, to discuss gayism, to discuss homosexuality and all that. What benefit will it bring to Ghana? Now, this platform like
some MPs are trying to lay the bill, see about criminalize, you know. So I mean, it's a point of national interest too.
That is it. It's a point of national interest because now independent binum person more incriminating rather than Kokukwado and Dr. Raj Mahmoud Bawumia. The Bauch said they are espousing the groove of that Kankano. And you know, you idea of mine education. Or mine but Bokati and Yamra. They are from my criminalizer. And you know, to be what response do you want Dr. Raj Mahmoud Bawumia to give again? Dr. Raj Mahmoud Bawumia will never waste his time on such issues. Never. And so, when away, you know, so we also do come about this. After that, another bank of Kufuado, Gruno, Pasaba, Black Bella, and do one person more kind. So, when you know, Najuma planning Ghana for United that I Mahmoud Bawumia, not both, my thing, Sabe and Blended one more, idea Kunani, the other channel, and I know. It's in the emphasis ball last semi attack, Papa in your dad. Papa, no, it's in the country, NGC, Nino, almost for national media, almost for the Ghana, who are the Ghana, Mania, near the Nibumbe, TSC, may better 4 billion of Pajal of the actress, and no common woman yet. Say what, yes, then you will pay them. What to be conducted, what's your political part? No, see for Master Ghana, Mamma Mediso. Now that's a test. Now I know and say, gayism. I say, when the car, the bit me actually that I like my move by me about it. No, I know man answer. President Kufuado is the president. President Kufuado is
that's it. I'll give you time, Pacho, by just a moment.
So yes, but I like my move by me and the boss and the President Kufuado. The President Kufuado, all man about me and everything. President Kufuado, all man, Bawumia and Barakata. President Kasewi was in position, and was saying, near criminalizing. Let's wait till the law comes and see what it was contains the law. As soon as the law is being promulgated, now they enforce a bono. And I go to Ghana, YouTube, and I say Ghana, YouTube. And when you win, so as I said, a medical comment of airways, judgment will be teaching what maybe a near Bobia Manoka say. We make it be what in the judgment can walk. Say what, yes, it is your Jumapa. Now, I will remove the 777, a bola. The more one in your power, maybe I take a woman, I say,
Bombay, Maminti Eric Datson in reaction to 170B. Eric, Maminti, where?
They don't.
Boss.
Say, Miniabema, Ekasama, Dr. Bawumia, say, Diana or Hannah. Now, you see, sir, I am one, say, Otuminia, who could roll Ghana for 9 mindset. Issues about LGBTQ practice, it is an irrelevant issue to attract the attention of Dr. Bawumia. Because it's a very big indictment on the office of the vice president. Now, for him to say, Ghanaians do not deserve, or Bawumia will not dignify Ghanaians with a response on the issue about LGBTQ. No, you see, Ghana is a moral society. Yeah, my way. You better see a better here. Asumge, any dear woman. Than Sabota Frate. Because of some inducements from LGBTQ for Sabota Frate. Yabebo Musio Abaha. The very vice president, Aminia, or sorry or Nam Kremofie Aircon. I have quoted the Quran. Surah Al-Araf. Verses 80 and 81. Emphatically, no, it is condemning LGBTQ practices. It is why within the Muslim vice president speak to tell the Muslim youth, say, look, this act, as a revered brother of your religion, no, menfuaso, esan say my as ewo homa manfo, ti memfo ede or how ebeba o mine so, se ye de ho ekohyemu a, enu ntimi menfuaso. Ama babunu bi a otie Muslimin babunu bi a otie vice president no and who say oh san die yes ekoye bi mpo a indeed the Alhaji I look up to has spoken and that it has been condemned. Minia butter and bread issues now all can. We are not talking about that. If you want a separate discussion on the economy, we will look at it. At this material moment, Nia can say celebrate a flat a penny or not future mama foreign and can Yebuna can refer, Yadneka Hobi. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and I said, go dead silent on the issues of LGBTQ. This is a topic issue. As a leader of the country, we deserve to be in the position, whether he is for it or not. If Dr. Bawumia does not support LGBTQ, if he has nothing to lose by making a pronouncement on it, what is stopping him?
But maybe Eric, Bombay, wouldn't His Excellency the VIP, the position on LGBTQ plus no?
The position is the position of his boss. Whatever his boss has said,
it is bound to happen.
Is what Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia has said. Because of the government don't giving heed or espousing the gayism or whatever, no? It is because of which that they are passing law. So
the position of the boss, as Eric Datson is trying to make us believe, president interview, no comment or pass, yes, is bound to happen if there's enough pressure for its cause. And no, is the position of Bawumia.
Position of Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia. The position of Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia. I mean, Mrana, passing. No,
Bawumia position. Sam George mo Bill na omode kono. And no Bawumia position.
You said there is a process of bringing a law to criminalize gayism, isn't it?
That's it.
Sam George,
from a group of MPs.
Let me ask now, as unofficial PR for Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia, that Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia on support to gayism, on supporting the China, on supporting the idea soon to what on support. It is your person to may come Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia.
I was saying the position of the boss.
The position of his boss, and say also, now on supporting gayism, I think not in his government. Not in his tenure as the president of Ghana. And the way he that. And to so on that Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia, Juriboma. They are not working. I know about Mia. Come on, Mr. Kato, and they don't. What do you have Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia on Ghana? And then me Bombay, the Bow president, yeah, man, I make champion the general Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia. I'm a little bit of the president. Me come in the place on supporting gays in neck. LBK, Wadamoka, Kamama, the person on supporting neck, on supporting China. Only time, I didn't want support, no. I didn't want support, no. My boss.
Bombay.
Yes, sir.
Bombay, yeah, Mama, young farmer yourself, ND or Maya Brossi. Mr. Maybe I will push it in some work on you. Are even making the position of Dr. Bawumia very difficult for him.
Make no, sir. I know, NDC me, and I'm a catcher, Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia, on the cat with the old gentleman. Don't on engagement that Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia is ever ready to speak. But who NDC now about pushing in the matter? Only what time?
No, but the issue of gay, no, a mayor political, a national, cause. It's a point of national interest. Where even minority and majority, are arriving at a common cause.
I beg you, a Mr. B agenda, a national issue. It's never national issue.
It is a free NDC for our bass. Bawumia who the position there, nature say it's a no.
I have politics. It's
why when I push Bawumia position, I know the other fool say it's okay.
Don't that. Who are we to training for president? Happy FM. Editorial, better who does Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia position as to whether he supports or he does not support LGBTQ. Who they tell me person body? The man deny that. A better one I say the pastor be near can was the person mekano. So more happy about editorial.
That's a member final word, me pastor me.
You are editorial.
That's it. You are taking Bombay's comments, no. Funny be say, are they? That's in Raminti. Bombay Raminti. That's in Kakra.
I'm sure.
All right, gentlemen, I enjoy the curtains down on this conversation. Duncan Opoku Boateng, Bombay, leader of Baumia movement, the Baus. Anna, what's in a reaction? Now, of course, the statement came from Eric Datson, the Central Regional Youth Organizer of the NDC. Omona air call on the Vice President, or making a position on the LGBTQ.
Tibia Casa, Pentubia Bobo, Pabna Prab Junior, Warrior de Chapon, or Cricket Cranky, I will wire the water Janajusun, or Hunta Wobbering Ponono, Buadu Kojanana, a Jim Ponana, Pafo de Chapon Crown, Casana Mansatio, Casana Memeti, Casana Mansatio. Amaya Samdia, only size, Tanasi, and Pa, one canna, let Pahua, Dabane, Pabna Prab Junior, where Jumani and Cop.
One of the MPs almost pushed this bill. Roxanne Nelson Dafia Mekpona. What's your statement, Bill? I said, one would you almost want to form a Duomania Fem, and when you say a nay. Groups are man for now WhatsApp group for this year group association residents near Deno. Say a Dimuamene gay ni lesbian for credit groups. And you took most of the schools are ABSO, it's a choral group. But within the choral group, na emu gay ni lesbian for no swat to all mini groups within. So bibia ya chokra so ya bema no ahye mata. Samra no mode ba na betimi awewo. Wo ye bema na ahye mata. Won say mema ni bi omo na ma no mo chiachi omo to. Wo ye bema kra na oto apu kakra etiamra. Enti obi amena ni na ho ba me bo. Mami ne eye former Kumbungu MP Ras Mubarak Enkasa. Honestly, one of the strong advocates for a year the criminalization of this a year LBG. Ras, greetings.
Greetings, let's say.
Jamiadon Boko, now here. And Komobi said, I fail because meaning say, a strong position to resist a year this Q plus movement and all. So now, the move by a section of the MPs to move a bill for it to be criminalized, what's your general opinion about this?
Okay, but I say, the church here for Happy FM. Let me pick up left up. Obi a pema kano she mata dia yesibeche I don't know the way the bill is captured no. So obi a pema no she mata dia na dwene mu no or she e dia kwatwi you very say for the purpose of attracting somebody. I don't know it's yamra. But so she e dia acting. Say senior movies yeah. Or she not there and now for the purposes of education and now research be and all no it's yamra. Enti ya kaya na you put it in proper context.
Fantastic. I agree.
Anybody. MPs I would commend them highly for the bold step and commend the speaker for the direction that he has given in respect of this particular issue. Now, the attorney said, Kropia, I want to share. Uko Asante Mante Mua, Omo Shishaya, Uko Amunamante Mua, Awamamre, Uko Northern region, maybe culture, the go before Yamamre. One of the two countries are country Biazo, Ewan Nemra. And the Obi Tibi Goshian Tra, Ewa Brutire, no, the country, I say, Adia Yenima, Nanama Hilfo, Asorin Penny for Muslims in Penny for opinion leaders. And you know, 82% I do it yet. And they have Mamre, Ebo Brano, who to be Goshian against Yantra and Gasa Chinchina, Yanjin in the name of human rights. What do you say? Now, Mema Jimono is a very progressive piece of legislation. Because look, day in, day out, these guys are getting bolder. Now, no, you got here, almost set up office in Ghana.
you know, and Kenya a community in the vigilance kakra, you know, omuko close down office now. Nobody would have police for echo close down office now. Nobody would have known what would have been happening. Na nini na also no omo ye no mo dia say ye ma omo ye no mo dia say ye nuanom, because I don't know about you, and I'm strongly of the opinion and thinking that your opinion aligns with the popular view. You can't say sexuality, and I said marriage. Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Not Adam and Eve.
No.
Okay. And not Obani Oba and Abema de Bema. And the Omo can we your francophobia pansexualist. Omo so will be a pansexualist. No, yeah, Bema, on a memada, on a mother, on a muada. Can you believe it? Omoka that category of LGBTQ. Antuasia. Maybe no. Obi mama be catch and say, or no page no. More than 80 years no. Or in the nearby, also oil of age 8 meter. Maybe no. Obi be catch and say, or no, or no. Akolano is of age, you know. Oma agree to have sex and it's nobody's business. That is where this madness is heading towards. And we need to be very careful as a country not to fall into the trap of the attempts to culturally colonize our people. Because at the age, you know, a cultural imperialism. You know, if you go to the West, Europe and America, right? The most part of North America, in many states in the U.S., polygamy is criminalized. In Canada, it is criminal. In the whole of Europe, polygamy is criminal. Polygamy. And these are the so-called paragons of virtue. These are the so-called promoters of the rule of law. Argentina offended polygamy in their countries illegal. Now, country polygamy too much. Or more they go back to them. Now, almost forcing colonial, cultural, imperialist, you know, way of life on the people of Ghana. You know, if the MPs or Munya Kukudro, or he did the Ghana, or the MP said, or come my shepherd, Uncle Society. Pastor Bia and Imam Bia, any Ghana, or the MP said, Uncle Society. And we must be steadfast in resisting. Martin said, said, oh, Anna, if the bill goes through, now it becoming lower, we may lose some grants and loans and other things. Your friend say, shall man live by bread alone? Maybe so. Shall man live by bread alone?
No.
Absolutely not. Now, if you so argue, say, oh, Anna, MP should focus on development. There. But who told them, say, development is all about brick and mortar? Issues of patriotism, issues of volunteerism, you know, issues of morality are all parts of development, discipline. And you know, to come Malaysia, who say, come on, clean and say, Malaysia for the it is all part of development. And see, we must not allow for the moral fiber of the country, you know, to be run to the ground. That these so-called proponents of you know, gay, lesbian, bisexual, whatever.
Good. Rasa, Mami, now I say for your time. I'm sure it's still developing, ain't you know? As I pay Jabia, you be home come every
two quick points that Pepper said, medical home.
Pepper show you.
Oh, who's a doctor forces you to be exercise will be sexuality.
Yeah.
Through chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
And now, if it becomes law, wow, your doctor, would it be a consistent will be sexuality, no? I want the Paniama, so a Bema, I'm not for Apopano. You are liable. Wow, yeah, Sebi. A pastor, Obeka said, who could officiate marriage between a man and a man, and a woman and a woman, no? And man will be if it becomes law. Wow, yeah, media house, radio, TV, print, social media, Obama a platform for people to promote that behavior. That is the bit that I wanted to add.
Yana Ras Mubarak say, former MP for Kumbungu, and also a strong advocate against LGBTQ plus kill, no. And what you're not doing on a sempa, a sem. The member Namonamwa, Namo was so moho, I was so see what gave me a dinner, yes, Munjai. And man is so swa. Utmusa one namagagai. Nano Bakuna Mentamuha. Nenanti okoni gim obias another walkway. Waba besian kamananti na fomboko. Yachia. Na beme bia sebi nyamia kasa che ni mpoti mi afrɛ. Na sanya wusi kwai die. Wo hu kra so ye bema. So far it's say we. Kela, yeni abro. Happy FM. Yeni abre pa na yetifi ha wate. Ya ma media bro. Na wo de. Wo de. Ah, me kai na anu bi. Me kai madam fu bi a che way back. Na me asumi obi a mempe nipa oni ni. Onso obi ha oni udi nkoma na obobo. No de nsa to kom. Sa de mempe kra. Ana. Wo de nsa be tu mi kom. Am say jam na den. Afi obi jino sa den wo ye gay ana. Na am say kai. A D on and there are certain traits be one crofo one. Obu okra na onye bi. But nani ye bi no ya wono anani man ho sunti no. Na manfo that perception about the persons we the as a you fan the tonnes ade no. And it's very serious. I mean looking at the acts cra no. Sam komo yo hu opambo na betumi adwudwam yie opambo yes ebeneza da kwa yi adom obezo katwi krojen me nam ka me kiro me de esa me obi adwuma na me yentimi mbubom se de me pe no no onfa brofo mfra bema won na be mu hu so di wura mu a ebeyi binu nko ana aba but so far so bibi aboko de we can nekoye we can no koye kakra but them say me ana me ho dodo me kakra oh we can do it there. Now it was full of excitement. Say Yakuja, chairman of Forupoku, managing director general and Ankasa of GH Transport. Say Memendano na Neba Mary of Forupoku. Ye Jena Warrior, a branty be a friend Richard Nana Utabel. Or then in Sato Ababa Waneso. Wako register no. Okay. Ewo Ula Catholic Church no or Tantra no. Okay. You na your call say door events. Ewo Kanishi wana. So live in attendance was the chief of staff. Na area yebabo chief of staff Honorable Akusia Fremo Paria Baso Pase throughout the events from a sorry to wedding reception she was fully in charge. Minister for Transport, Kwesio Foriesiama. From Asori to the events, reception, I say, he was fully in charge. Giftianti or Hinere. Everybody was there. The managing director of ADB. Munyina were in attendance. Sampine, Munyina, Babema, that support. Until weekend, the Entina Nameka say, sa wedding way no. Say, ye came our president Kasawiya ya, and Kebeya sorry demo dianunko, and ya could with you. Into what you say timing pan yes a kai and take away oh Debbie we are not get the amount and yes there be a better word than answer president a ben address on now could you take one and to Richard and Mary no we wish them all the best on say I'm out for worry for say ya and won some no any can and you know yeah wish them all the best we hope say Omawari no e be an example for others to emulate. But so they are not on China. Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. Ono su UPSA.
Yeah.
Ne honorary doctorate no. Yako Jano. Eko Jima no live. Eno su na enika pa. Na akaye.
Asemo de two job akwa mani je ewo hono. Asemo na oka say we must be deliberate in training the next generation.
Yeah. So I say you drink also. That's why I'm one person now. For everything I do, I want to apply detail to it. Menka so yeni biara fa so sa ni enkodabi. Give it attention. Sure. Give it a plan. Make sure it's well executed. But for now, corona no. Edion. Now idea now them chroma because I'm saying President Kasawi and Kanei one them chroma have vantage point security for one more Mr. Police for about dump him. Our intersection be the boys and Namwa will be answer max. Yeah, Janaba Kokra. Now, other no, Baba catcher of the nose mask. No, Uber who saw Nam Kwan won't be. And to see Jehu appear no suggest say, and Kananka beyond President Kasa and we be an uncle person. It's okay, so henceforth, we hear Maxa. Ebia, more this enclave, Uko Tessano police station, there's a collection point. Ebia Uko a year Cloticola circle, there's a collection point. But any manasi I can't jaguma, but who's sky at Gianison?
Scan, you say the idea can buy a crown, you move one contact. Padias here, and Abribia Kana, a month for say, Mekai somewhere around 2020. Time was kind of buy, you know. Now, a year contact tracing, it tracking, it testing, no, was at its peak.
Good.
And Mekai say, okay, good. It's good, sir, a year we are doing this to fish out. One more, I didn't be a do crew more. Nan commercial baby, and as a woman, I didn't be a young one, Yankita, and Kayanim, but over here, and I didn't be a day. Abon was good. A while me say the 52 million Ghana cedis. Unward Biane Amaye 400,000 vulnerable people in our society. Now, Metina Sia me who quite train one. Okay, look, after tracking and testing a year amount for no. We must also trace and track baby Sikaneko. Yes, okay. We must trace and track baby Sikaneko. But did we trace and track baby Sikaneko? No? As we speak now, there be a media maker. Accountability is key. Say ya niema na omai sika aye de boya ya ho bra ya de bibi ne si yetumi enya akwanya no a ye mo ho akonta nkyere Ghana fo nka nkyere mo se Ghana foi we na sika na yensa kan no eniema baako miensa we eni etumi ede ye oye onim de saade no ede ba ema timamufo no enya gidie wo mu say the bibi sha wonsa utumi yo na utumi bu ho akonta what you say enu ntino bibi foforo ba na say bia sika bi ba ho timamufo no omo nhihye ko say batumi adisa adwuma no na uwia ba behu oba bebu ho akonta amatimamufo no atiase me say subio say ebre bia na eye information minister urakojo opon kroma na eye at one of these press briefings eye COVID-19 eye centrani bi busa na sembi say sika no ayensa eka ye eni sika na de ye futuo mu o mawe mu a ye de ensa kokobo mu say ye de boy ho bra esan say eye COVID-19 aba no enkebe ya adentini ntimi mu ho akonta efrisa manfo bi no mu ekeka se sika num bi no akwakosa manfo bi no mu nsase ntinken hwe mu eye ora kojo opon krom asem odi tu dwane se afemu no enyanko na wieye na afemu no ko na wieye ya eni betimi abu eye COVID-19 sika no a ye de boaye ema ye de akon abra ye COVID-19 yade na ase no betimi abu ho akonta
nsa afena ko na wieye
entimi de mi busa ni busa mu ane sa se afena ko na wieye de nimsa COVID-19 gusu wo ho na ampani ampa se yetimi abu sika enkane de ko hye mu no yetimi abu ho akonta ana every sampanyifo ka asem bi se so enwan ye kwa adidie ma ya
yanka mingum
ntumi nkoka bingum se sika ye de ma wo ntumi mu ho akonta yen sori enkomra se bidafie nkopeska afro se de kwa akotonro yen sori enkonko gina obi epona no mone pono kokoko mesro momfa sika mra meto foto no a yate a yepese ye gisika e de boy ho ban efri COVID-19 yade en ho no efri se de enkane won saka ye no yen hunu adekode pote a wode ye Mampanyi de wakasa. Na me na abribian aya na mekase we need to take personal responsibility. Mampanyi be kan ye no. Entwen so obi mbra meka nkyerɛ wo sɛ hyɛ nose mask anaasɛ wonam a bɔmmɔden afa wo hand sanitizer hyɛ okotokuom ansa no akɔtam wo hand sanitizer de ahyɛ okotokuom wate aseɛ aya ɛtɔ da bi a yɛde ho toto ɛyɛ aborɔfofoɔ no binom ho ne deɛ keka ho wonim adeɛ baako a ɛda nso ɛwɔ yɛne ɔmo ntam. They take personal responsibility and they make sure say at least embra no a yɛhyehyɛ no a wɔn nim sɛ ɛbɛboa wɔn ama nkɔsoɔ ne mpuntu aba ama hobamba aba no wɔn bɛdi so.
Yeah.
They take that responsibility. Obeko community bi no a whole community mika say look eniyama we na ɛkɔ community we mu a yɛhwɛ yɛn nye ho. Enchanamontu we na yɛtu they will come together and go to their local government office to report on some of these issues.
Corona mrano edi baabi fu eni baabi fu.
Eno de say de bia aka.
Oh, akwase chroma decongestion. Untimi fa nko zongo.
Dabi.
Untimi nko decongestion wo zongo.
Na kwambe na befa so abiram.
Kwambe nso na befa aba observe protocols no watamale. Anaboligatanga, anawa. So, but I said something earlier on saying, do we even regard our presidents? Do we have respect for the rule of law and authority? Because I would say President Kasana, well, I mean, I may be wrong, but as at a point, I know your appeal.
Of course.
As well, Payacho.
Of course.
But you are the commander-in-chief. You did 2 minutes, and then said there was another lockdown. Everybody would obey and be locked down. So what stop you from, talking tough, making sure say Emrano Enyinano is enforced to the latter. Now here is a president appeal. Me aminimsa Max no nation na homete. Nans mumie menina munshe mame. Nanado. Yes sir, yes sir. And you number remix. Akwa say hey Nanado di asembebo. One more kind of remix about ebe yasem. And to your excellency. Sa wonte ya kwako from point you onu adi kan na asem waba wo so amu pedi odi ne kon be wo so no omo ye ne remix. Let it not be his excellency the president. Na nkwanko yes nanado di asembebo
nanado mfa asem bi amba aya wo oman we mu no aya ye free say amamuo anase oman chichire no ejina wo mo ya to aba mo no
so if I was am be fix your attitude first in some
that means me nya fix your attitude first so man be ye ya aya na ye fi ye national anthem no so man no se be ye yo so man no serinye yo eye nse na ho se omanfo bra na ekire wanka se obi a wakwa to aba ma no ne bra na ekire o omanfo no yembra ya bra bo ayebo no e na ekire what you say enti se ye de mbra na ba na sa manfo no amumu wo omanu mu no womu a woma ye hwehwemu womu a womu akọ musuku bi womu a nyankopan do mu nyansa bi womu akeka ensam abom no mo de aba a womu nim se bebo ye nyina ye ho ban no mo de aba beto na ye ya bra bo ne se ye de ye mfa ye ho mo de mo na ma se mo mbra
mo na mo ble
ye de mfa ye ho emfa ho ekokokokoko a
eba be fire ho
ebesi minu mienu so me kan hwe ni yo se yemfa ne se amanyoni bi se yade ne bi bono a 8.9 ono wa kwanya se obetimi atukwan akwakosa ne ho yade yo na minu mienu
se na no finance minister ko US
minu mienu amanfo epe oxygen ade asi omuso na yetimi akora wo nkwa no ko pepre ho but ono no essence privileges wo ho ninti anase essence bia bibi kakra wo ne sem ninti no wono no obenya no hyew
ana 600,000 doses ne ba ho am ne di kan wo mo
kan ne di kan wo mo
buza ho sa wo maame o tie kura yakọ woni bi
those are the questions that was here busi ho emeye ntena ho nkase mampanyina kasa enti wo se osoma asrafo ne aposifo edi wo mugu eye ekrom ansa na yebese nose mask ayahye omanfo no yen timamufo no yete omamu no yebra na ekire enye omo yeto abamom no nko a enti se bibi wo ho no ya nisu a na esunsunsanso ba yamfa nkonkose eye aban yes yenim se omo no muda yetire wo muda yetire ni ntunu matumi atu anamo no aya na manfo ka se de na okay se mampanyini epa ya chewi onum se eye kabima minka bi
yeah
what you say enye amamua eye Australian and this one and all say and such in Chinachia. Bibi wa was here then. Yeah. What you say? Even we cray ya a hunts and some buyer. Naman penny a day executive instrument buyer na worker say a son say a person a tracking your tracy a manfuntino. Obi wa a general a year ne telephone number ne de keke kahunwa. I was here to me a fat in the hunsam kakra. And the course will making the keke kahon. Obi, lawyer be at the aye abano court. Nancy, some the babonting. Emma, a year a court no release it. I abiding no who quite. And as the NCA, and who quite say, obey to me after Obia, Obi, a home and someone. And also before a phone number, any information.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what I say?
Yeah. Private
information. I am right any idea you know my way. The way you want me show, how to such a nose mask. I said, yeah, ought to come, don't, baby, I'm free bay. Ought to come, not a nose mask, and I will be a hill.
And then I make Doris Assam, what's what called Macola? Ah, one unquan a sham maxine. I feel what 2 years will be unshabby. I feel free, mammy, for an annual. Just a modier. When I'm unquan, the munim corona, no. Would dear Bododo, maybe you flew and him now by ya de bi o hanke enwu ye oh afose na nani ewu
enye wo na obi
we no obekọ no akokasa was me de yi wa de no na o kasa krament yi na me hwe anim. Look at this. I mean the whole mentality no said yes funtum adwen afra no say enye osha. I'm telling you, Africa the ebekamu an ebekam the mindset of Africans no say ne baby ye tune ade na kodru no enuntina will be sorry anopa with me in the name forest. No, I could spend the whole day in the war. Meanwhile, a hono, ya man chop money, unya payment or also for prayers. And you know, the way your mindset, no, etiano dear, say I nya reorientation.
So man say yo. Ayen se na ho se o manfo no timam fo no abraba ye bono ena ekire mo enti se timamufo no yesue nyansa na kire se o mamu ni nyina ye den ye nyansa anase ye nimde no ekosoro so timamufo no ya brabo no ye boko ye chia na kire se o mamu ni nyina no ye boko ye chi enti to da bia aya ye yanso ye tena se ne hwe asetenam ne hwe abrabom ne hwe ya na montu a ye tu astimamufo ne yemfa so bo ne nyina konkobo ye mpanyimfa ye omudi ani
Titi Captain of the NDC is already seated. And then come on the de papa. All by one shining nose marks. Be who so say crano. Into see a probiachana. You're one corporate to hire did a year or Mumbai arrested. Hey, Asemo. Right, so we're live on Happy 98.9. Epahwada Bensuni. Within the Dawn, Kwabnapra Jr. We're live also on Akonoba 92.7. Ewa Bono Region. Live on the SIM 100.1. Watamale. The SIM 95.9. Ewa Bolgatanga. Baby out here and Kefri Biano. Yeduasi Yamuakwaba. Because we're here Happy 98.9. Epahwada Ben. Nahadia no crani trudo. Yan Shebin Kumushenifa. Ye Beboya Junama life. I'm one who said Ghana no. Yes, we are Matimu Biwati. Ya man, ye nyam for Munko Abruchi. So a Munko Abruchi no Munko Kaho, and more brow, ye nyanyebi. Tianu Muti Crom Haya dear. As you may any bring your show my knee. Yanko, Yanin Comaria, good afternoon. Yes, sir. Nanamu Aquan Council, Patron Minto.
The body as a could. I was for a man, I also my. But no man, the Manico area to the Canadian of what? Then I reckon that one, the young and uncle from the Memphis also. The Don, the best restaurant, don't know, parliament, FRG, and terminal. The best room. Oh, it is I am there now. Oh, the BT, only life. We ain't here, Asama, and PPA, at the phone. Because young person am to the China am a gay and some other may our men. And Yadia gay with a son most of what it do. Christian for any no. Even more spouse of any gay and less than in some no. The best home. Child manager, almost someone passing many never bra or man. That is a wood take who the player and his boy account and fight here for your mama, Nakata. Because I say, I'll do some more now, you for your mama never down, pass along. I did not know your father. And then you can never say for your mama, hey, Guyana. At some part of my customs of my put the distance of them. That game legend, so we are apple storm with you. The idea can stop me at them. MPP and I don't know how to get a trust of my move. Okay, a trust that our man. Now, say, or man, they be normal after the Yabon and the government gains some other steps to our man move. And again, so I go for them. They were unbelievable, my all of your meeting. Unbelievable member, all of your party, arms, and something to anchor them. Then to the other my way. No, other than other say, also our man, they don't. You're not there paying for that game coming here. Only no me everything here. The Robert Chayam. And the one you go swap. What's supposed to say? What I can't remember, you don't know the basic elements of the whole deal, madam. So we know almost everything of fighting. The dog is every shut up, every load, and then I would see the dog.
Yeah.
No, Muji, I would say, one general Moji.
One more general saying.
One of them. What are they going there? What MPP and
one your band. Yeah.
The idea that more many to Munia, I'm going to it. Yeah, the dog, the best temper for them. That day won't tell it. The power chow. That is also my way move.
Nana Wakoma, Yana was say, Mahain.
Honorable.
Yes, sir. Sakura ni.
Yeah, honorable.
Maybe I should my meet you.
Yeah, my before Fijian Chow, any to my power, who we are Mazana.
Thank you.
Before Fijian Chia, Chama, Chama, the Washama. Miami, Greater Crowd Business Secretary, Honorable Tete Chai. The Don, the Bissau. Who say President Kufuor, Ebrisu, Nyama we sorry, Ewa Ghana ha. Ubiani President Kufuor ni stand. Atamis Subaye, the same thing. Ubia Ehu Atamis stand, Ewo. President Mama Su, the same thing. Ubia Ehu ni stand, Ewo. Hadn't a particular government we are at issue. They don't. Now, no, yes, a beam for a Chiba, Omako be office now, arrest you. They don't. Nipa Bagana, one man a visa. And yeah, a bind for Mr. Nema Omu Bagana, Omuko Biesa, a Ina, a Tijana, Omu to say, oh, Yanko arrest you. And yeah, bind a mamu, a friend, Selasses, no more pretty Sanyamanu. No more the young Cassa to say, young dear, to be dream my own. I'm up for Amanoniaba, and with Oma Digana visa. Oma beyond office waha. One Emma permit. Mina Mema permit, and now
Sakura, Mammy, and that was say, Yanfa we swear, Maha. Yes, Ajana one, Pacho Mamintiwe.
The energy now, it is from my Ghana. Some attackers, the football. Friends of the Don, friends of Samapra Junior, Yate, Nanabu Akunu, the Lumina Sorodana, or Patin.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, Yate, because Yama de Happy FM and Yatem Pipia. Saka American is the MP, both MP in NDC, and what is calling. Say, I would need to see Debbie, the other swear in Debbie, about one way, so we need. Now you're the 12 parties, you're the big and I let you have two. Now you're empty, now to the Buka, I don't know what you're doing. First, the doctor because you're my people. Then you're Christian for mine. Then you're from mine. Then you're two and plus and you're 2 ideas study. Then money, then my own that you're studying, and you're 2 and you're for me. If you're not just no what, it don't give back what to Dada people, the day demonstration. That I know you have to know a demonstration. There is a police about the phone. He said, don't move at all. Let's say one thing you have done a year. If you I said, about one of every champion, that.
Michael Ajano, Mamina Oswasi, yes, let's move on. Good afternoon.
The dawn.
Alhaji Gado.